Welcome in, boys. Day at the races. Big man's going to join me a little while later. I'm alive in the early pick 4 at Gulfstream. That's all you can ask for. So we'll do some Gulfstream racing. Santa Anita Park starts at 3:30 in about a half an hour. Put together a pick 4, pick 5 ticket there. We'll bet the late pick 4 or 5 at Gulfstream Park and try to make some money, man. That's all you can do. What else can you do? What's up, Kev? So I have the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7 at Gulfstream. What's up, D? How are you, buddy? I'm good, man. I just had to run and go get an MRI and run to my orthopedic surgeon. So see how the MRI looks and go from there. So that's it, man. That's all you can do, really. I've been down that road so many times that we'll see how it shakes out. Take my medicine real quick. I thought about betting the pick 5, the early pick 5, man. And I didn't do it because there were like 13 horses in the first race, and it was a tough race. But if you look at the prices on my horses for my pick 4, if you look at those prices for the pick 5, kind of makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Kind of makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. But it is what it is. I tailed Jeff's pick 4 ticket too. That did not win, but it was only a $60 ticket, so that's not that bad. My ticket was like $32, I think, which is really cheap because I singled the 4 horse in the 4th race, who managed to get the job done.
Well, there's a couple ways you can do that. And you can do that on any one of your favorite connected devices when you download Watch TVG, whether that be on your Amazon Fire Stick, Apple TV, or Roku. Download Watch TVG and you will have access to high definition thoroughbred racing.
I could easily not win this last leg of the race. So here are my payouts. If the 4 horse, if the 4 horse wins the 5th race at Gulfstream, I win 366. If the 5 horse wins, I win 95. If the 6 horse wins, I win 310. And if the 7 horse wins, I win 74. And the 7 horse will probably win. So I would love to see Mia's Bobtail get up there. But 6-1 morning line and she's 9-1. That's not a good sign. That 7 horse with 7-2 morning line and she's 8-5. Fucking A.
Vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage, all at no additional cost.
Don't delay. Call to see if the new benefits are available in your area.
Call the number on your screen now. It's free.
Call 1-800-775-9500.
We got about a half an hour till the first race at Santa Anita. Put together a pick 4 ticket there, the early pick 4. Maybe we'll bet the early pick 5. I don't know, man, but tomorrow I'm going to have a fucking monster Rainbow Six ticket. I'm spending probably like 600 on a Rainbow Six ticket tomorrow for the Florida Derby. I'm going to hope for a monster. I think the pool's going to be like 5 million.
Well, new customers take advantage of this opportunity. New customers get a $200 risk-free bet. Place your first single horse win wager and get up to $200 back into your account if you do not win. Make sure you use that promo code TV, and this is for new players only. So make sure to go to tvg.com/TV and sign up now.
So let's take a look at the first race. At Santa Anita. It's going to be hard to beat the one horse Bricks.
Seems like things change by the day, not only in racing, but outside of racing as well. We're just trying to keep up to date with the news coming in.
50,
but it was just
55,000
on Twitter from Dave Grenick with the
maiden special weights.
Will not
3-year-old babies. The 9th race at Gulfstream today is actually a really good race. It's got a lot of horses that could have easily made the Florida Derby tomorrow.
And the Great One Florida Derby tomorrow. How do you think that
at Gulfstream?
Well, certainly from a post position standpoint, that defection coupled with the likely scratch of Soros when he runs later today in the 9th race means that we go from 13 original entrants.
I think there's a horse in the 7th race at Santa Anita that can't lose.
Most likely, 11 horses. So
probably a single for the late pick 5 or 4.
12 would move in 2 slots. But then the outside horse, the also eligible, does get a chance to draw into the race. So if that one opts to run, we're still only looking at a field of 11. But it definitely makes it a little bit better from a ground-saving position. No one ever wants to be on the outside looking in when you have a big.
So what do we got?
And are going a distance of ground, particularly when it's a test for young horses.
Santa Anita race 1, pick 5. This ticket's not going to be fucking cheap.
Even more critical at Gulfstream Park in the Florida Derby. So I think that makes things a little bit easier for Ete Indian.
It would be nice to start off that Santa Anita pick 5 with a single. I don't know if anybody could beat Bricks.
This away from the field, the loss of Ajoid in the field maybe makes Kieran McLaughlin days even more numbered as far as a trainer is concerned, as he had mentioned earlier and announced earlier that he was going to retire from training and take on a new job, a new role as an agent for Luis Saez. And Ajoid was perhaps going to be one of the last runners in Kieran's name. So we'll have to take a look at the entries and see when we may see the very final Kieran McLaughlin runner. But we're going to hear a lot more from Kieran representing one of the top jockeys in the country as you see horses out on the track. And who knows, maybe Kieran will start out the meet inheriting the leading rider if Luis Saez can catch up with the leader right now, Irad Ortiz.
Maybe we'll go too deep in the first leg, Bricks, and
who knows what could happen there. But yes, you're right. I mean, Kieran McLaughlin actually has a couple of horses entered for Sunday, but they are on the AE, so we don't even know if they'll run. Ajoid could have been his final runner. But of course, with that defection, we have to go back and see who that might be. We're coming up on the 5th race here at Gulfstream Park. Caton 6 furlongs on the main track. The conditions of this race: non-winners a 2 lifetime. In for that claiming tag of 6,000.
1, 2, 5. Anybody know how the market did? Anybody that's watching? Did the market drop today, or is it still rallying?
Sends this 4-year-old filly out. He's had a good couple of weeks.
Bitcoin's still at the same, which is good. It's what we want to see until May. Just stay there.
With King Guillermo as well. He sends out this filly. I'd like her if she can do a performance similar to her race back in late January. But what do you think happened to her?
I think there's like
turn things around today.
I really don't know what the
one,
explanation was for her performance, but it wasn't very good. And now she's taking a drop as far as her claiming price value is concerned from 12.5 to 62.50. But
I only really see two horses that could win that second leg. That's good. That's cheap.
Others in here, though,
So maybe we'll go 3 by 2.
But, you know, my tendency in these types of races is to
wow, this early pick 5 isn't going to pay dick, man.
And go off of that. Before me as Bob,
there's 2 legs of this pick 5 that only have 5 horses in them. And there are 3 horses. Both horses have an 8 to 5, a 9 to 5, and a 9 to 5.
Now, she went off form in her next start, but she's been given some time off since January 25th. She's fresh. She has a winning effort over the Gulfstream Park track. And I think she might be the speed of the speed here. Not that she has to be on the lead to win, but she's one of several who could be. I also thought the 5, I thought Mia's Bobtail had a chance. I thought the 5 Queen Cantharos looked like she could be in the perfect position because she sits sort of stalking just behind those horses that show speed and go right to the front. And Queen Cantharos made the lead last time against a little bit tougher group and then flattened out. I thought the hand of the jockey that day was forced a little bit, that he had to move her when he did, but it was earlier than he would have liked. And now if he's able to time the move just a little bit differently here, I think it makes Queen Cantharos the top pick for me. And I'm a little surprised that the 5 Queen Cantharos is 7-2 right now rather than the favorite. I kind of thought that Queen Cantharos might be the horse that ended up favored when all is said and done. And I also thought Country Strong on the rail, the 1 horse at 8-1, was interesting and not without a chance. She hasn't raced since September of last year, but as I think all of us can attest to, horses are just like people in that some of them really relish a vacation, and when they come back off the vacation, they're better than ever.
Yeah, and taking a look at Country Strong.
Imagine having a pick 5 ticket for $32. 4 by 2 by 2 by 4 by 1.
She did okay sprinting, but it was when she stretched out to the mile against maiden $10,000 types.
By 2 would make it a $64 ticket.
Good, but she's going to have to overcome a little bit of a freshening. We haven't seen her since September. And where do you think Country Strong?
Yeah, that's going to be my pick 5 ticket. But I don't know if it's even worth playing, man. This pick 5 ticket at Santa Anita is going to just be monster chalk.
Inside of the field, or can Country Strong kind of navigate a trip on the turn back and off the freshening?
Well, I don't think she'll be amongst those early leaders, that's for sure. That just isn't her style, and she never is.
The weather is pretty good, D. It's sunny out over here in Jersey.
So for her to be able to win the race, she probably needs several.
People are dropping like fucking flies around me, though.
But I thought that the ability was there, and even though she's 0 for 5 3/4 of a mile, and definitely is probably better at a mile distance, I thought this race might kind of come together.
I really don't even know if it's worth betting this pick 5.
Who normally wouldn't be the pick to come up with a big race, but I do prefer Queen Cantharos because she can sit closer to the pace early. And I do think that a couple horses to her inside the 5 Queen Cantharos, right next to the 4 Mia's Bob.
I would need one of the 7-1 shots that in the first leg to win. I have 2 Bodega and Betito. All right, here we go. Gulfstream. 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7. 7 gets out. The 3 gets out. The 5 gets out. Is there any shot we can get run from the 6 here?
Behind Tong Shu, who has the lead. Tong Shu, a half mile from home on top, a length and a half. Queen Cantharos is second. Stormy Boss is now back to third. On the outside in Sabina Park, 3 wide looking for more. 2.5 to Country Strong, second last, and 5 to Mia's Bobtail. Around the far turn they go, less than 5/16 to run. With the advantage, it's Tong Shu by a length and a half.
Here comes the 2. at 9 to 5 that I do not have in my. I don't have the 3 or the 2. I the last thing I want to see is a stretch right now. Oh, here comes the 7.
Stormy Boss trying to come through inside of Tong Shu. Sabina Park flattening out on her outside. 16th to go. Tong Shu is almost home. Tong Shu with the lead. Stormy Boss is out of time. Tong Shu wins.
And I lose the pick 4 at Gulfstream in the final leg by a neck. Can't make it up, bro.
Hanging on for the
bombs away.
Nice price, showing a little bit of speed here. You can see the 7-horse Stormy Boss on the inside trying to make a rally up the rail, and even the 2 Sabina Park just could not finish strongly here, but who did finish strongly is a 7-1 winner. That's the number 3 Tong Shu. So a little bit of an upset winner there in the 5th at Gulfstream Park. We'll get you those official results and prices. The Rainbow Six is coming up next here at Gulfstream Park. But in the meantime, we'll send it back to
Anthony Sorrow had a pick 5 to the final leg also. He had the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7 also. And the 3 won. Oh, my God. Terrible.
We're good now. Looking forward to the car talking.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunities for us to make some money before we step away.
I mean, even if, to be honest, even if the 7 would have won that race.
Here's a look at the 4 curve celestial orb.
Even if the 7 would have won that race, the pick 4 was only going to pay $74. So winning $74 is better than losing $32, which is what my ticket cost. But if the 4 or the 6 would have got necked out, that would have hurt a little more.
The comment says rank 2 starts back, so I can understand why Kent took the blinkers off. Sammy Camacho with the pickup mount aboard this horse right here, Zodiac Princess.
Nice price at the 7-1 will be last. I've got a couple races, pretty consistent. Silly. I thought the 9 Sunlight had an upset chance or 21-1. Like when this horse broke the main, comes back in a realistic spot. It's a big price.
Next up, 6th race at Tampa Bay Downs. I did not bet one Tampa Bay Downs race today at all.
Of course, you're going to be coming back to this one, Kurt.
I mean, I just got back home, but still.
Don't care what track it's at,
Big Angel 50-1. The 11 Jockey's Dream will draw in off the also eligible is 10-1. Scratch the 12 and scratch the 13. Your odds on 3-5 favorite down on the inside. That is Vaught for Arnaud Delacour. So the field warms up over at Tampa Bay. We will take a look to see what's happening over in the indoor saddling paddock for race number 3 here at Oaklawn Park. These are $16,000 claimers, now winners of 2 lifetime going 6 furlongs over the fast main track. Scratch out the 2 Chesapeake Bay. True hassle for Norman McKnight. Been overmatched in the last couple of races. The only 2 starts for this filly here at Oaklawn Park in the last 2.
Second race at Santa Anita Park, 1 mile, $10,000 claim risk. Dead pigs.
We'll step away for another short timeout. Much more coming up from Oaklawn, Gulfstream, and Tampa Bay.
What do you do when the experts convey you to
See what's going on in Twitter world.
You justify it. The best.
The number one thing trending right now on Twitter is hashtag unendorsed Biden.
Making history. It takes foresight.
Accelerate, a 5-time Grade 1 winner with over $5 million in earnings. In 2018 alone, he won the Santa Anita Handicap, the Gold Cup, the Pacific Classic by a record-setting 12 and a half lengths, the Awesome Again, and best in a world-class field in the Breeders' Cup Classic. A grandson of legendary Lanes End stallion Smart Strike, Accelerate stands to continue its grandsire's legacy at Lanes End.
Lakeville, the stakes winning star by unusual heat, is now California's third leading second crop cider. After a career of 5 wins and just 11 starts, his progeny are delivering. With 12 wins
If Biden is the Democratic nominee in November, these posters are going up in every swing state. Don't vote for either.
Lakerville is a rising star in the California breeding shed.
Lakerville, standing at Harris Farms. Book before February 29th and receive a 50% discount on your booking. It pays to be Cal bred.
Joaquin Jaime and Kurt Hoover back with you for this live post parade up next over at Oaklawn Park. 7 minutes to post. You get your wagers in at tvg.com as the field steps onto the racetrack. We also make it official for the 5th at Gulfstream. Tom Shoe.
Wow.
$6 upset. Taking the 5th at Gulfstream 372.
Are chicks hitting Joe Biden with sexual assault allegations now?
Winners of 2 lifetimes, 6 furlongs is the distance. The first horse we're going to see here is a huge long shot on the board. That's the one, Tap and Spin.
Yeah, well, can't time this right. Also, my best bet of the day is in this race. I really like the bond horse, the 8-horse Punish here for Ron Boquette. Shelley's been buried inside 5 straight races. She finally draws an outside post. She should get a great trip. So I'm all in on the 8-horse Punish here. I'm liking the 5-2 right now.
Scratch out the 2, looking at the 3 for Ingrid Mason on the class draw. Here's the 4, Girl from Berlin, currently on the board at 52.
All right, Kev, love you, bro. I'll be on later tonight.
Last race came back to win out of there. The 5-horse is going to be True Castle is the favorite. It seems like you and I have a companies have the favorite.
Took the chalky 1 in Tampa Bay Downs 6, huh?
I don't know what to make of this pattern either on the drop.
I think at least with this one has shown speed against tougher competition. This is not really a closer that has been non-competitive in some of those races against tougher. True Castle wouldn't shock me at all here in this 3rd race at even money. And then you're, of course, on the outside, Kurt, Punish for trainer Ron McQuett.
Yeah, like I said, well, if you look at her form, she's been stuck inside for a number of her races. I think she's going to be fit. She's going off a 2-month layoff. She ran evenly off the rail. And she ran a good second last time with some traffic trouble. She should get a great trip from her outside box. And I will take 5-2. Like I said, this is probably the horse I like the most all day long at any track.
Deck and Cannon been aboard in the last 4 races, and Canada aboard once again here at 2-1. Kurt, we do have racing from Southern California today. I'd imagine you looked at Santa Anita. Did you get an opportunity to look at Santa Anita today?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good card, actually, Joaquin. There's some very good betting races. The early part.
Wow, D, that one they bet down, they killed that price. They bet him down to 3 to 5. It's going to pay nothing.
I thought that horse had a look. But I think overall it's a pretty good betting card today, especially late, especially the late pick 5, or if you want to narrow down the late pick 4 today in Arcadia.
Lonnie, you're racing to come here on TVG.
Small thrill. What's up, buddy?
California, up in the Bay Area from Golden Gate, in addition to an 8-race.
Yeah, I have no idea what who has allegation of sexual assault on Uncle Joe. You know, if Joe's not the nominee and Bernie makes a comeback, I'm gonna owe Anthony $100, which is the last fucking thing that I want to see happen. Okay, I was ready to collect that stick. I will fucking throw up.
I thought this was a questionable favorite too, so I'm going to Melisani the 2 horse in here.
Working on the long shot to get her into the start.
I will not be happy, and I will blame all of you. So.
See the 6 Sugar Fix with Jesus Castanon circling behind the starting gate. And we'll go ahead and move that filly in, and then we should be ready to go. We go to Richard Runder, post time for the 6 live from Tampa Bay.
Post time for the 6.
Stevie will complete the lineup. She steps in. You're at post.
I don't really see anything worth I was gonna ride that one with you, D, but not at 3 to 5.
Quinones now reunites, and they're all set.
And that is a Niner sticker, but my fucking hat is the reason why you won the Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear shit from you.
Cleanly along the rail. And there goes Sugar Fix now, moving up to challenge, and Zodiac Princess quickly from the outside now moves up and driving to the early lead, and the last horse away is the late running Jackie's Dream. To the turn they go, and Zodiac Princess flies off on the lead and now has it by 2.5.
I wore it. I wore it in the in the AFC Championship game. I didn't wear it for the Super Bowl. I didn't wear it for the Super Bowl. You're right. Because I kind of like the Niners a little bit. I'm like a low-key Niner fan. Didn't want to let you know. But I did wear it in the AFC Championship game.
Zodiac Princess trying to take him start to finish, and Bot in hand and stocking now second. Length and a half by the back, Sugar Fix remains toward the rail. Now racing along third. Up between horses, Finest Jewel is now putting in a bid for it. Celestial Orb on the outside.
We still got 33 minutes until the first at Santa Anita.
Centeno is poised and ready to pounce and runs at the leader second.
Well, we have the 6th race at Gulfstream coming up. Let's see if we can make some fucking money. Mile on the turf. Another maiden special weight, $50,000 purse.
Zodiac Princess was third, and Big Angel.
Let me pull up the 6th race here.
Jesus Castanon team it up with trainer Mike Deeney here. It's going to go to the 6. Sugar Fix on top, and 618 is how they cross the line. Back over here at Oakland Park, Kurt. Let's see the price on the horse that you like. You're against the 5 in here, True Castle. 7 to 5. You mentioned this one in the post grade about 5 to 2. What do you think about the price here at 7 to 5 now?
Yeah, I don't know, Joaquin. 5 to 2 seemed awful tempting to me. You know, it looked like an either-or kind of race, but I just think the outside post is really going to help this horse. Maybe we get up to 8 to 5, 9 to 5 by post time, but just thought this horse would get a really nice trip from the outside post here.
Last look at the board, and a True Castle on the big class drop for trainer Norman McKnight. David Cohen hops back aboard. Is 6 to 5. The horse Kurt likes towards the outside. That is the 8 Punish. Has been down 7 to 5, and your second choice. Vic Stauffer has the live call. Post time for the 3rd here at Oakland Park.
That's Santa Anita. Actually, hold up.
They're off. Mandy and True Castle break well. Punish is close up. 5th had Narragansett in the mix. Then comes Little Red Vet and Tap and Spin, and the trainer is Girl from Berlin. True Castle, Mandy, and Punish up the backstretch. True Castle ahead in front. Mandy is second by a half length to Punish 3 deep. Then it's 2 lengths to 5th at Narragansett, Little Red Vet, and Girl from Berlin. They make up the second flight, all less than 3 from the front. Tap and Spin is the trailer as they lead the backstretch. True Castle and Mandy are still 1-2. True Castle just ahead in front. Mandy is second just by a neck to Punish 3 wide. Girl from Berlin has moved up to 4 wide position and less than a length and a half from the lead. Then 5th at Narragansett, Little Red Vet. Tap and Spin is the trailer. Many chances as they turn for home. True Castle's at the rail. Mandy's between horses. Punish is 3 wide. These 3 right across the racetrack. True Castle and Punish, the 2 favorites, now kick on. True Castle, the neck in front. Punish second. Little Red Vet just took third.
Gulfstream race 6.
Punish now. True Castle's 2 in front. Punish is left back in second. Little Red Vet third. True Castle in front.
True Castle beat punished by just over 2. Low Red Vet was third. And
Santa Anita just canceled? You're kidding me.
Well, True Castle been overmatched in her last couple starts against Allowance Company. Drops down in class today and gets the victory as your even money post-time favorite. True Castle with David Cohen and Norma McKnight get the victory. The 8 ran well, just going to be second best on the afternoon.
Is that official?
Little Red Bet going to check in a distant third. So across the line here, even money over 3-2, over 7-1, 5-8-6 is your unofficial order finish in the third at Oupon Park.
Hello and welcome to the biggest auto protection show.
You didn't DM me, D. DM my personal. Oh, you tagged me.
CarShield makes sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repair. That's why I'm a customer. Let's catch up with the action, where happy customers can save thousands on car repairs. The first 3 months we saved $4,100.
CarShield saved me over $6,000 in engine repairs.
Those repair bills never had a chance. Look at those Hall of Fame dance moves.
Oh, wow.
Car repairs with CarShield will do that to you.
If they close fucking Gulfstream, bro, tomorrow, and if they, oh, bro, I don't know if that's going to affect Golden Gate and Alamitos also. Be on the lookout if you guys see anything about, is there a Golden Gate card today? I don't even know if there's a Golden Gate card today. There's no way they're going to shut down Gulfstream tomorrow for the Florida Derby. There's no fucking way. No way.
This guy just scored the CarShield hat-trick. That's towing, roadside assistance, and rental coverage you know called MVP protection. Don't get stuck paying for those expensive repairs. Call CarShield and tell them the Swami sent you. Now it's the time.
I mean, the good news is we still have 6, 7, 8, 9. We still have 6 races at Gulfstream. Let's see if I can find anything for Los Alamitos.
Everybody, welcome back. We're just 5 minutes away for race number 6 coming up next over at Gulfstream Park. It does begin the 20-cent Rainbow 6, but if you've been monitoring social media in about the last 5 minutes, you just saw that there's some major breaking news coming out of Arcadia, California at Santa Anita. We will go to Todd Schrupp in just a moment for that breaking news over at Santa Anita, but in the meantime, we're coming up on the final 6 races on the afternoon over at Gulfstream Park. So for more out there at Hallandale Beach, we return to Gabby Gaudette and Dayton Radar.
Thank you very much, Joaquin. Yes, coming up on the 6th race on the 11-race program at Gulfstream Park, the eve of Florida Derby, of course, we're set for a big day of racing tomorrow. This upcoming race does start that Rainbow 6 sequence today. The guaranteed pool is at $2.1 million, and it was announced earlier this week that there will be a mandatory payout in the Rainbow 6 tomorrow afternoon. Kaiten, you are the queen of the Pick 6. You're really the queen of any multi-race bet. How did you see the sequence today?
Gabby, I thought that it was a sequence that was playable, but not with the idea of a unique winner. Usually that means that some of the races look as if they are going to go to favorites. And when you have heavy one sequence that looks like it's a live favorite or a horse that many people will have on their tickets, that usually lends itself to a carryover, with it being a forced or mandatory carryover. So tomorrow, that will pay off regardless of whether you have a unique ticket or it's many that share in the prize. That doesn't mean you shouldn't play it, though, because I really think...
Yeah, Los Alamitos is canceled, boys.
Maximize your revenues here with those favorites. But we'll see.
Oh, wait a minute. Scratch that. Hold on.
Well, 6 race is a good race coming up, and we'll dive more into that race and the pick 6 in a moment. Walking behind me,
Actually, I don't know.
A few minutes ago, big news coming out of Santa Anita, and for more on that.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Let me listen.
Well, we live in a world where there is news every day surrounding the pandemic that has affected the entire world. And it is Arcadia, California, and has affected the business here at Santa Anita. It was just announced over the PA system here moments ago that Santa Anita will cease racing operations. Now, as you know, Santa Anita had been operating up until this point under the safety guidelines that have been dictated to them both locally, at the state, and at the government level. Santa Anita wanted to make this very clear as they made their announcement. There are no known cases of COVID-19 of anyone being infected here who works on a daily basis at Santa Anita, anyone associated with the racing operation. However, it was a meeting yesterday before the California Horse Racing Board where Aiden Butler, who is the executive director of California Racing for the Stronach Group, made an impassioned plea to those on the California Horse Racing Board to let Santa Anita continue under what had been the guidance that essential businesses can continue during this time in the Los Angeles area. However, this morning, the California Horse Racing Board dictated that all racetracks need to follow the guidelines set forth by local health authorities. And in Los Angeles, which provides those guidelines for Santa Anita, it was determined that they should not be running. They waited as long as they could, but finally it was dictated to Santa Anita they could not run. In their announcement here made by track announcer Frank Miramati, as well as the press release, they went on to make the case for all of those who make their living here at Santa Anita and live with the horses and the importance of getting back to racing as soon as it is safe. But they also made it very clear they understand what is going on at this time in the world at large. While disappointed that they cannot run, Santa Anita has emphasized this is a temporary halt in racing, and once they are given clearance by the local authorities, they will do that. The natural question that happened was Northern California, Golden Gate. That was not mentioned in the press release. What was made very clear is
Golden Gate was not mentioned.
California, follow the guidelines of your local authorities. Santa Anita is under the guidelines of the Los Angeles County Health Board, and they made the decision, local authorities, that Santa Anita should not be running. So this
Los Al and Jay are people more pissed off than ever that the big pharma packed up and left New Jersey.
Events for now have been put on hold. Temporary closure.
What do you mean, small thrill?
Happening right now here in Arcadia, California. So we do have other racing action from around the country. We're going to bring that to you here on TVG. I return to my colleagues now in Florida, Kate and Bradar and Gabby Goddamn.
Todd, thank you very much. Obviously, surprising news there, but thank you to Todd for relaying all of that information in regards
They better not cancel the fucking Florida Derby tomorrow, man.
Speak on behalf of many.
That'll make me
we're just
sick.
taking this day by day, sometimes minute by minute. So we just have to kind of get through all of this together and take the news as it comes. Coming up here, more racing action at Gulfstream Park. Race 6 does start the Rainbow Six sequence, a maiden special weight on the turf, firm conditions, going the mile. We are up to the number 4 as right.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot of.
Do take note of rider change there. Luis Saez will be aboard.
Well, I think Merck is still in New Jersey.
Is next for trainer Chad Brown. This one coming in off of a layoff, and
because I put the sprinklers in one of their buildings before I had to leave the union.
Kate, I'll bring you in on this one. I thought
because
actually this horse was
I got hurt
to beat in so many ways, and you're getting 6-1 on him.
Yeah, I kind of did as well, and I'm surprised at the price here. Very patient conditioner, came up under Chad Brown as was an able assistant before going out on her own. And
I thought there's other.
For a horse would take a huge step forward.
There's a couple pharma plants
That
and
was,
New Jersey.
jockey Luis Quiros coming
But
off
a couple of
the
them
gate.
did pack
Looks
up.
like he landed
Yeah,
pretty
but we still have
softly,
some.
relatively speaking. But
Merck is
I'm
a
sure
big
there
one
will
that we
be
have.
a little bit of a delay if the 8 is running loose for some time. There is an outrider out on the track, a couple of outriders. That situation. Young
Some of my
horses,
stuff started to come in,
watch
boys.
each other to get their signals,
Get that
but
Auburn
this
hat
rest
going today.
really behaving pretty professionally despite the antics of the 8.
Love
So,
it.
that's the good news there. And the fact that the post parade is continuing in this order suggests that the 8 has been caught, which is also good news. The favorite on the rail, Felix the Fox, is probably better than anybody else in his most recent start. He finished second. But a lot of caveats with that. Number one, it was on the dirt. This race is on the grass. Number two, he was well beaten 7 lengths and was one of the favorites that day. I'm a little leery of him. He's one of several, again, that I think could win here. But at that price, I think I'd consider some of the others.
All right, so what do we got here in the 6th race?
I also thought
we still got to make the money, bro. We still got to make the money.
Interesting as a pace.
I loaded up in Poker Stars last night.
To early leads and taking it all the way on the front. If anyone could do it, I thought the 10 propensity.
I kind of like the 6 horse
to get that job
at 5 to 1.
Azrael,
Why can't Rochambeau win this race?
Does have some speed, but is making his first start of the year. It's interesting that Chad tried him 3 times on the main.
Only raced once in 2020. Mile and an eighth on the turf. What's this race? This is a mile on the turf.
Azrael and what he might do here, running style wise, or on the grass. But all
right, so this is a mile on the turf, right? He races twice at a mile on the turf in 2019. Actually, 3 times. But his last 2 times at a mile on the turf, he gets beat by a neck twice. Now, he's only had 1 start in 2020, but horses need 1 start at the very least. Most of the time, they are running their 3rd start in the form cycle. But still. So his first time out at Gulfstream, he runs 3.
On a horse that's been tried, against similar competition on many different surfaces 10 times. So maybe 11th time will be the.
I'm gonna bet the 1-6.
Be a race where Chad on a turf race at 7 to 1 with the 4 Azrael, and you're also getting a good price on his other entry, the number 5 Gray's Creek as well. Those 2.
You know what?
Center, thinking that maybe the propensity will be the spade pace of the race and could perhaps get some pressure.
I like the 4 a little too, though.
This kicks off the Rainbow 6.
4-6.
Good luck if you're playing. Here's Pete Elo to get things kicked off. Good luck.
They're at the post. And they're up. Level and clean beginning. Soon after the start, it was Azrael who went up to take the advantage. Rochambeau away in good shape in the center. Down at the inside is Colliery, out wide on the course in propensity. Bold Gem joins the top.
I bet 4-6. Exacta box for $10.
Outside, along a length and a half back to the inside in the gray Felix the Fox. He's 4th last. 3rd last is Flame Zapper. 2nd last, and from the outside is Liberty's Pursuit. And then it's a gap of another 4 to the trailer Thunder Mountain. Around the first turn and into the backstretch they go. Propensity now has the lead 3 parts of a length. Azrael is there 2nd. Bold Gem on the outside 3rd. Colliery is now racing in 4th. 3 wide out there while 5th. That's Freedom's Flight. Then it's Rochambeau next toward the inside. Wide on the course in Flame.
I'm going to put together a pick 5 ticket at Gulfstream right now. We got about 25 minutes. And I'm probably also gonna bet the pick 4 at Gulfstream that starts in race 8.
Dropping back is Bolt Gem, trying to slide through inside Rochambeau. Outside in Felix the Fox, then Grace Creek, who's held up in traffic as they run to the top of the stretch. Now up to take the lead, Propensity and Azrael continue to battle. Into the clear comes Rochambeau. Colliery is next with Freedom's Flight. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Azrael has the lead. Rochambeau starts to motor on the outside of the second running Propensity in deep stretch. It's still Azrael. He's now widened, and Azrael will win it.
4-6 gets it done, boys. That exactly is going to
had to overcome a lot in order to get the victory today. We haven't seen him since July of last year at Saratoga. This was also his first start, stretching out to 2 turns, and he gets the victory under Luis Saez. And
that exacta pays $75 for $2. I bet it for 5. I have it 5 times, so $375. We'll take it.
Luis Saez, so far as the lead is concerned, as he continues to close the gap on Ira Ortiz Jr. as far as leading jockey is concerned. That was the 3rd win of the day for Luis Saez.
Saez is a fucking beast.
He took the first 2 races on the card, so that's the 3rd win, and he is 9 wins away from tying Ira Ortiz. And
man, Saez is just a machine.
The past couple of years, 2 years ago,
at Gulfstream,
taking the title last year. Ira Ortiz taking the title, and it's up for grabs this year. It'll go back between those 2. Congratulations, another winner by Cross Traffic. We also saw with a nice runner-up. It looks like he closed from off of the pace to finish 2nd, and then it looked like the 11 Freedom's Flight rounding out for 3rd. So before it kicks off the Rainbow Six, we've got many more races yet to come at Gulfstream Park. Some really good races as well. Joaquin, as we send it back to you.
All right, Gabby, thank you very much for coming up on race number 7 over at Tampa Bay Downs, and also the next at Oaklawn Park. Kurt Hoover rejoining me, and we're going to take you through this post parade over at Tampa Bay for the 7th. $8,000 claimers. They're going to be going 1 mile and 40 yards on the main track. And Kurt, we're looking at the gray right here. That is Doc Spaulding with Antonio Gallardo sitting at 3-1 on the dope board.
Yeah, but this is a really good betting race, Joaquin. Doc Spaulding kind of old Pro 8 wins from 31 lifetime starts and takes a dramatic drop in class, getting bet at 3-1 with the Big Money Machine, that is the 3, was overmatched last race. I think comes back down to a more realistic level today, 9-1. You're going to be followed by the 4.
That four looks rock solid.
So I like that. A very sharp horse. I know he's jumping up in class, but besides being sharp, I think he's getting a nice trip. There's not a lot of speed here. He can aggressively manage by the connections. Even off a 6-week layoff, he's being jumped way up in class. I like Dots the 1 at a nice price.
High rolling dude, looking for back-to-back.
All right.
Just 1 going 1 mile is 16th.
7-3 at Gulfstream starts to pick 5.
Indian Gulch been pocket claim box, beaten favorite last time out, a good win.
Let's see if we can catch a nice price here.
6 wins for 23 starts. I think that's making it a tough race. Watching a lot of similar lifetime numbers. The horses will win races.
Mold Wine is the 9, 2 for 4 this year. Speaking of horses that win races, got an okay 2020 so far.
I looked at this race a little bit last night, and I think that Caramani is probably the horse to beat. First of all, what is this? $10,000, $12,500 claimers.
The 1 Unspoiled Moments is out. In addition to the 6 Gabba Dabba Dude also being scratched. So a field of 8, but a pretty wide open race, as Kurt and I have discussed so far during this post parade. See 1, 2, 3, 4 horses, half the field here. Kurt,
Horse
2.5
runs 3 by length and a quarter, gets claimed by a new barn and then improves, runs second, loses by less than a length, but dropped in class. Now, the first start of the form cycle for the new year, horse ran 12.5 claimer, comes back, runs an $8,000 claimer, now steps back up in class. Paco Lopez has never mounted this horse before. He gets to mount today, sitting 19%, which is solid.
Here's the 5 Copper Mountain at 22 to 1. Won't be last. That's got a race or two to say you're looking for underneath horse. 6 Axis.
Now, I looked at this Candy Crush 'em, and I thought the horse looked okay, right? But man, Luis Saez is just on absolute fire, man. He wins on every fucking mount he gets on. Again, this horse third start off the layoff. Ortiz rode him last time out. Ortiz not on. Ortiz must not be at the track today.
So good betting race at Oaklawn Park. Full field of 12. About 7 minutes away from post time. Only 6 furlongs here for $17,000 purse.
Ran third to Chase Runner last time out, who is the 6 horse.
Joaquin, big drop for a lot of these horses, and looks like some not so good claims.
This is the third start off the layoff for the 6. Now the 6 is going to be there, 100%. At this level, he's already first start of the year wins by a neck. Second start of the year loses by a length and a quarter to Trapezoid, who is not in this race. Dylan Davis rides the 1. Now, the 1 we talked about. No, we didn't talk about. I think the 1's going to be there too. Although, now this is the 4th star for the 1 off the form cycle, and he's stepping up in class. $8,000 claimer last time out on March 14th. The horse wins by 3.5 lengths. He was driving third wide, and then at the 3/16th bull, he was 3 wide, and he pulls away. That's a good ride. The horse lifetime, 5 for 33, 1 for 3 in 2020, 4 for 17 lifetime on the dirt. 1 could be there.
8-5 on the favorite, Doc's Falling. 8 wins with 31 lifetime starts, including a 1 at Tampa. Otherwise, getting action with 4, Doc's the 1 at 9-2. We're going to just take a quick time out and come back with more live racing here on TVG.
The 2 horse.
Showed up for every big race, on different tracks against all the horses, prevailed in 3 Group 1s, and he retired sound, fit and healthy, as a 3-time Group 1 winning 3-year-old.
Have the 7 in Tampa.
We've accumulated a great group of Group 1 winning, Group 2 winning, producing and racing quality mares. So that's a quality mare that we felt he deserved and what we sent him.
Attention. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services has officially authorized new benefits that Medicare Advantage plans may include. To get the benefits you deserve, you can call the Medicare Coverage Helpline.
Hi, I'm Joe Name.
Indian Gulch.
This is important information. I called the Medicare Coverage Helpline and they instantly looked up my coverage. In this one simple call, they offered to enroll me in a plan that includes rides to medical appointments, private home aid, doctors,
Oh no.
visits by
Flying the colors.
and even home delivered meals. The plan also includes dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage, all at no additional cost.
Don't delay. Call to see if the new benefits.
Oh, you have the 7 in Tampa, which just went off. Did you win?
Call 1-800-775-9500. That's 1-800-775-9500 now.
Totalist. November 2015. This Big Fake Colt won his 4th grade 1 at the Cigar Mile. For the immediate family of Hoppy Grace and Risk Averse, he won the 146th Belmont Stakes. And at 4, he won the $1 Million Jockey Club Gold Cup for the 2nd year in a row. Posting 11 triple-digit buyers, this son of Tappet retired his stud with $3.6 million to his name. All this adds up to a world-class stallion at a world-class stallion farm.
I think I like the 6 at Gulfstream the most. The 5, 6, and then I would think I like the 1 horse, the 3rd most, and then you almost have to throw the 7 in because Sias gets he wins on every fucking mount he hops on.
Hey guys, Brittany Erden here, ready to take the Safe Hands Challenge. So, while I'm doing this, why don't we cover a couple of things? Many of you have been asking, how can horse racing
Try to make a pick 5 ticket.
Well, racehorses, much like any other athlete, require daily exercise and keeping them in a regular routine.
MRI. I fell off a 30-foot ladder, Sonic's Den, like 12 years ago, and I've had 5 back surgeries since then because of the surgery. I mean, the fall.
And provide those of you at home with a welcome distraction during these incredibly challenging times. So on NBC, you might be used to seeing 1 or 2.
And my back's been a mess ever since.
Racing from across the nation over the next 4 hours. So sit back, relax, enjoy this distraction for the next few hours, and don't forget, wash your hands.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Trackside Live. I'm your host, Christina Blacker, and I am joining you from my home here in Pasadena, California. We have had some late breaking developments with regard to the show that we prepared for you today. We had expected to be coming to you from multiple different locations as far as the racing goes and has been going on, but we just learned about 20 minutes
This
ago.
pick 5
Santa Anita, which
is
about
like
4 miles
wide
away
open.
from where I am in Arcadia, California, will not be racing today, and they will not be racing again until further notice. This press release came again just moments ago, and it is information that's in from the Los Angeles County Health Department. They have stepped in and asked the racetrack to cease their operations in the afternoon. And this is something that the Stronach Group has been doing everything they could do to protect the opportunity to go ahead and race in the afternoons and to give the horsemen their opportunity to continue to conduct their business. Part of the business of training racehorses is caring for them each and every morning. So while the racing will not go on in the afternoons, the horse care will continue to happen in the mornings at Santa Anita and at all of the racetracks across America. We've learned of these developments just over the last several days. And I think one thing that all of us can accept at this point where we are with COVID-19 is that the situation just continues to change. And all we can do is make the best decisions we have with regard to the information that we have and be prepared for it to be fluid. So that's exactly what we're dealing with today here at TVG. We do still have racing coming your way from Gulfstream Park in Florida. We also have racing from Tampa Bay in Florida as well. We have racing from Oaklawn Park, which will be coming to you from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we'll check in on other parts of the country as we can. Many of my colleagues are also broadcasting from their homes to bring you this coverage. Scott Hazelton is not far from me. He has been working this story over the last 15, 20 minutes as well. Scott, what have you been able to find out as far as the closure of Santa Anita and the racing today?
Well, just reached out, Christina, to a couple of the trainers, one of which was John Sadler, a man that's won the last 3 runnings of the Santa Anita Handicap, also a trainer of Breeders' Cup Classic winner from a few years ago. In Accelerate, he operates one of the top barns out here on the West Coast. And he said, I was simply caught off guard. He said they thought that we had done everything that we possibly could in following the protocols to ensure that everybody was washing their hand and keeping away from one another. And he even emphasized how proud he was and is of everybody on the backside, because you could just notice it. He noticed the efforts being put in to keep everybody away from one another, and simply said, we were just minutes away from kicking off this afternoon of racing, which would we'd be in the midst right now of the first race at Santa Anita. So he's still looking for more answers, as I think we all are, as this situation continues to develop. But as we know, life has just become fluid. Not sure where we're going to go from here when it comes to racing at Santa Anita. But the bottom line is Simon Gray, as I welcome in Simon Gray, a Grade 1 winning trainer in his own right. Simon, they have to now figure out what their daily routine is going to be, because as you know, and we know in this sport is driven by routine, and it's continuing to be turned on its head each and every step that we take, each and every afternoon that we cross.
All right, I'm just putting together my pick 5 ticket, guys. It's the only reason why. Give me 1 minute.
The athletes have to be cared for and exercised on a daily basis, and that necessitates an essential business operation. So training probably will continue. The one thing I will note for those racetracks that remain in business, like Gulfstream Park in South Florida, like Tampa in Central Florida, is that we're very unique in that we're a self-contained industry. Most of the players, the stable staff and horses, are based at the racetrack. There's very little travel, unlike a Major League Baseball team or an NBA team. They're not having to get on planes and make road trips to 4 or 5 different cities. So on a state-by-state, track-by-track basis, these executives and local authorities will make the decision. But as I said, with most of the participants locked in place at one racetrack, it makes it a little easier to manage. For more on this situation, let's go to South Florida right now. Another member of our broadcast team, Gabby Gaudet, with more on Gulfstream Park. Gabby.
Simon, thank you very much. From the West Coast to the East Coast, North, South, all across America, of course, we're feeling the effects of COVID-19. It was announced yesterday, Hall of Fame jockey Javier Castellano announced via Twitter yesterday that he tested positive for COVID-19. The good news is that he is currently asymptomatic and will quarantine himself for the next 14 days per the CDC recommendations. I reached out to his agent earlier today, and he said he's doing well. He's just anxious to get back to riding. Now, Gulfstream Park did issue a statement in regards to this situation, stating, "We have been operating in full compliance with executive orders issued by the state of Florida and initiated stringent measures for the protection of all personnel, including our jockeys. It is because of our strict protocols requiring all jockeys to be screened prior to entering the facility that Javier's symptoms were recognized and he was able to be tested." He calls Florida his home. He's a rider in this colony down here during the winter, but it's important to note that he has not been to Gulfstream Park since March 15th. And as I welcome another member of our broadcast team into the mix here, Kaiten Brader, she covers Florida racing with myself throughout the winter. So she's been a big part of kind of this evolving story. Kaiten, I'll bring you in on this. It's important to also mention that each individual jockey has a choice. The racetrack does not employ them. They are very much independent contractors.
Absolutely, Gabby. And here at home, which is less than a mile from Gulfstream Park, the jockeys over the past few weeks have had some tough decisions to make. Many of them, like leading jockey and Eclipse Award-winning champion jockey Irad Ortiz, who currently leads all jockeys at the Gulfstream Park Championship meet, made the decision well over a week ago to stay at home. Other jockeys continued to ride, like Luis Saez, who now is making a bid for leading jockey. He has continued to ride, but
What's up, Jeff?
Travel. And still others, like Hall of Famer Edward.
Not much, man. I just hit a $350 exacta.
Great, good job.
Yeah.
With over 7,057 victories.
Putting together a pick 5 ticket right now.
Nice.
At Gulfstream. I think I'm going to go 2x2 by 4 by 3 by 5.
Many of them tweeting out from the jocks room that they are spread out in very unusual.
So no Santa Anita.
Yeah, for some stupid fucking reason. Yeah, you can still train, do everything as normal, yet you can't race, which there's no contact whatsoever. Makes sense.
But we do have
I'm getting real fucking sick of this shit, Jay, to be honest. I'm getting real fucking tired of it.
Horses are parading on the racetrack right now for this.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's brought a little bit of joy to the fucking day.
Yeah, and as every fucking day, the joy continues to just disappear. Like everyone else, like, you know, I've said this before, Jay, and I'm sure you'll say it as well. I can't file for unemployment, okay? I can't file for a fucking stimulus. I'm not getting any of that shit, okay? So for me, I'm out in the fucking street, you know, as are you. We have nothing. Most of the people that are watching this and are going to watch this, they're going to get some relief. I don't get no relief. So I'm really starting to get frustrated. I'm starting to get irritated. And I'm starting to get annoyed because, you know, for what little thing I had left to make money on, I'm starting to lose that now. You know, it's just I'm getting real frustrated with it. You know?
Yeah, I agree. There's no $1,200 check coming for me either. Not, I mean, you know, it would at least pay the rent for a month.
Yeah, I mean, it would at least give, you know, yeah, right. I mean, my rent's, you know, cheaper than that. So it's like, I'm just, you know, I have money saved and I'll be okay. But it's like, I'm starting to get real, like, kind of sick of this shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you on both accounts. Like, not getting the check, and I'm fortunate enough that I'll be able to get through it, even though it's going to eat into my savings probably by a third by the time this is all said and done. But it sucks really bad. Yeah.
Yep,
it does.
Really could end up as a championship.
It's even like, you know, nobody's going to get rich betting on horses. It's just not the game to do that.
Yeah, but I've had some
just some fun. You know what I mean?
I've had some real success with it. You know, I'm finding ways to do some decent things with it. And it's just I'm irritating, man. I'm just sick of all of it, really. I mean, it's not even just horse racing. I'm getting sick of like having to be told when I can leave my house and if I want to go do something. Like I'm getting pretty tired of it.
With all that said, another 300 and something people died today. I can't believe like the numbers. It's like every day.
I'm not going to comment on any further because I'll just bother people.
I had to on my way home from work. I had to drive to my dad's house, and I had to literally take my father's car keys away from him because he was going to go to work on Saturday and Sunday. Like he pumps gas on the weekends as like he's retired. I mean, like he was in a union for 40 years, but it keeps him busy. Like it's something to do. And I'm like, no, bro. No, you're not going to go pump gas on a Saturday and Sunday
right.
and handle every dirty fucking 300 people died, today. I'm like, get a grip. Get a fucking grip. But it's different for me and you. I mean, it won't impact us that as much. But I mean, he's a 75-year-old guy with a heart problem.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna. Sometimes older people, man, you can't tell them anything,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just getting to the point where I'm not trying to be like. I'll get through it day to day. It's just I'm starting to get to the point where, like, 99% of this country it has an outlet. They have something. I'm trying to find that. And I mean, not to mention, I pretty much have my dream job, and I don't have that. So it's.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
starting to I think bother a lot of people. Like we're all obviously. I mean, you don't ever want to see anybody die. You don't want to see anyone sick, but I mean,
I give you all the credit in the world, bro, just to get your head up off the pillow every day after that.
I mean, life brings you down sometimes. I mean, I've been pretty blessed with things that happen to me. And I don't know. I think a lot of people have had to take a look in the mirror. And there's always someone that has it worse than you, but I worry about myself, and so do you, so you're always going to worry about yourself ultimately,
Sonic Sten says, if you have a social security number, you should get a check. Why wouldn't you guys get a check? Because we don't collect a paycheck from a company. I think it's only for people that have a job, like we're independent contractors.
No, it goes to your tax return. If you made more than a certain amount, you don't get anything. That's.
Oh.
All right, I got to focus here on what I do.
I took a shot on $120 pick 5 ticket, 2x2. I got to get through those first 2 legs, but then I'm 4x3 by 5. If I can get through the first 2 legs, I think I'll.
Okay,
I'll be
in race 7, I have 5, 6, 7.
I have 5 and 6. I took the 7 off. Hope it doesn't fuck me.
Okay.
Saez is on fire though.
I had I get so much good information on Santa Anita from a guy I know. Like, I was just ready. I had all my tickets in already. I was just ready to go.
Oh man, I would have tailed every.
I just sucks.
If they shut down the fucking Derby tomorrow, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm sure they'll get through that, but next week they'll just cancel everything. I mean, Jay, do you expect any good news ever? Seriously. I mean, do you ever expect to ever wake up and have good news? I mean, seriously, that's
no.
Like, I'll be honest, Jay. I told you I'm Catholic. I still have a relationship. I still pray. And I'll be honest, I prayed and I said to God, like, what are we doing here? What do we deserve this for? Like, why do we deserve it? When does the good stuff come again? Doesn't seem like it's going to ever come, though. It's just every day, bad news, bad news, bad news.
I'm going to bet the 7 to win. Oh shit! The race went off. I can't bet the 7 to win. If that fucks me, it fucks me.
Start for discreet heat down at the inside Kraken wagon. Here comes Caramani on the challenge, and Chase Runner comes into the top plate. So now the pace is on. It took a while to get going. All right, perfect start. 5, 6, 7. Candy Crush'em is a 3-wide third. Two-step slew is on from fourth and discreet heat. Laposhka moves in from second left. The trailer is Kraken wagon. And the match to go through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. 5/8 left to run. Caramani with the rail advantage and a narrow lead. Chase Runner on the outside is second. Candy Crush'em is third at the 5/8. Miguel Vasquez moved discreet heat through inside to challenge for the third position. That put two-step slew between horses. Second left is Laposhka and Kraken wagon at the back. There's half a mile to the finish. Caramani the leader. He leads by an egg. On the outside, Chase Runner is still second. Candy Crush'em is third. Now being worked on fourth is an inside running discreet heat. Back to fifth and two-step slew. Then it's Kraken wagon and Laposhka. 46 and 1 for a half-mile speed. There's less than 5/16 to run. Chase Runner bids up on the outside to take on the leader, Caramani. Candy Crush'em is now third, trying to rally. Down at the inside, Kraken wagon has rail position. Discreet heat is together with Laposhka with a quarter of a mile left to go. Three quarters, 1:10 and 3. They turn in. The rail is open for Kraken wagon, and Kraken wagon is up to challenge Chase Runner for the top. Candy Crush'em down the stand side. Inside the final 16, Kraken wagon proves his last was as he went from last to first to win today. Kraken wagon at 7 to 1 wins it. Chase Runner and Candy Crush'em is third. Fourth is Laposhka. Never fucking ends, man. Ever. It never fucking ends, man.
So it does look like the two Kraken wagon.
Somebody in the chat actually had the 2. Good job by you, man. That's $120 ticket fucking down the drain on the first leg.
Christina, how are you doing today?
Gabby, I'm doing well. Yeah, pivoting and being active as far as what is coming up next. So I'm going to take the folks at home up north to Golden Gate. This is in the Bay Area, and they are just about ready for a start for the first race on their program. 7 races today from the gate. Matt Dinnerman is our track announcer there. He is standing by as the last horse will move into line. The heavy favorite is down along the inside. Good luck here.
Put as much money as I can on this pick 4 because this is probably the last one I'm going to have.
Running at Golden Gate Field, Moonhouse was off a little bit sluggishly. Is at the back of the field early. Zippy Groom has no problems coming out of the gate.
Oy vey.
Away in second down at the rail. Aztec Warrior being passed by Dynamite Ride. He strides into that second position on the outside.
Yeah, nice job, Small Thrill.
Moonhouse broke from the outside, posted on the rail now. The joint second to last. And You're Not My President is the trailer. Doesn't have much pace to chase. As Zippy Groom just strides nice and easy out on the lead, the half length on top. Dynamite right off the 13-month break, applying a little bit of pressure, but they're not going fast at all here. They open
Last night, Jeff, I had the sickest 8-spin sequence on a roulette wheel that I've ever had in my life.
But it's a contentious pace. Dynamite Ride, a 3-deep Aztec Warrior makes it a party of 3. Those 3 with one another. And Zippy Groom
I withdrew the money immediately, so I couldn't even fuck around.
Nice.
Yeah, man. In 8 spins, right? I do the same thing I do when I bet a roulette wheel, like I do all the time. I bet $250 on black, and then I have 5 black numbers, the same ones: 8, 13, 26, 31, and 35. I put $10 on each number, and one of those numbers came out 5 straight times. And then I lost. I hit another one, and then I lost. So I made almost like 5,000, and then I immediately withdrew it from DraftKings immediately because I know I would have just pissed it away. So I was fortunate enough where that'll pay the bills. That's like 5,000 a month is what my bills are. So that'll pay the bills for like one whole month next month. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm not getting a stimulus package check, but I was fortunate enough to hit that last night.
The situation is very fluid. Each racetrack in its own location, within its own state.
Man, some inside info at Santa Anita would have been awesome.
Local advisors. What has done
I have a trainer, or I have an owner. I have a guy that I know that owns Storm the Court. He just sent me some swag recently. He didn't even know. They're all blown away. John Sadler, the trainer, was saying nobody knows what the fuck's going on here. We can all do. We've done everything we've been asked. Golden Gate Fields is still going on though. Can you why is there no
Yeah, in Los
California-
Angeles County. It was Los Angeles County that shut them down. So I guess Golden Gate's not LA County.
Yeah, but I mean, Golden Gate Fields is in Northern California. I mean, they have the worst Corona Day problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Weird.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go buy the fucking Golden Gate fucking program.
State to state. One last thing I will mention for those tracks that are still running. This was an observation of mine earlier this morning. If you take on any given day during training hours, there are probably anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 horses training on the racetrack every single morning with the exercise riders, with the grooms. You put that in contrast with what goes on in the afternoon, say an 8-10 race program of races, there's only about 80 to 100 horses on the track. The amount of activity and interaction between humans drops considerably.
Wasted $2.50 on that fucking Santa Anita program.
These tracks around the country continue to run.
I'm sure you won't get a refund either.
Yeah.
Fucking joke.
Corey, Monmouth Racetrack to open up. Good luck, bro. We're getting killed over here in New Jersey.
Yeah, they're not opening that up. They're not opening it. There's no way they can open it up. Everything's off.
Or if you're based, now at Santa Anita, where this racing has been held off as of today, still going out each and every morning to care for the horses. I can tell you, my husband is a trainer. He was there up until an hour or so ago when he came home to watch our children, so I could join you all on the air today. And I'm going to welcome Scott Hazelton back into the conversation. Scott, we're involved in this post parade at Tampa Bay Downs, but I did want to touch on one other point from the release from Santa Anita that came in a short time ago. And they did want to make it clear that they do not have a case of COVID-19 at the racetrack as of right now.
What the fuck are you canceling shit for?
Community that has tested.
Does that make any sense? They have to be around the horses. Like, they can't just let them be by themselves.
Yeah.
They started training. What are you canceling it for?
And that's an important point to put out there. Very much well done there, Christina, in getting that information out and making sure that that's very clear that that's not the case. They're just playing on the safe side of things. And just
Playing on the safe side of what?
And had to say, unlike other industries, we can't just close the door and hit the lights and walk out. Unlike other sports, you can't just send everybody home. We have
Exactly.
animals, and that's why it is a much different situation and why some of these racetracks have carried on, such as Tampa Bay Downs. We'll come back after the break with the 8th race at Tampa.
I'm putting together a monster ticket to try to hit that rainbow tomorrow. They're talking about a $5 million pool. I'm gonna take a shot, spend like $500-600.
Might as well.
Even if they fucking chalk out in a $5 million pool, it's gonna pay something.
Yeah.
I would assume that Los Alamitos is going to get canceled too. I think that's in the
This
same.
guy in the chat saying, "How do you not file tax returns?" I didn't say I didn't. I said I just said I filed I have a return. When I pay my taxes. I'm not sure. You're trying to put stuff in my mouth that I did not say.
Right. Yeah. He said that if you make over a certain amount of money, then you won't get a check.
Right. If you make over $75K, you don't get anything.
Zantac or other heartburn medication for several months, you may be entitled to compensation. The FDA has warned that Zantac and other medications containing heartburn drug ranitidine may be contaminated with cancer-causing agent MDMA. Call Zantac Claims right now for a free consultation. Consult your physician prior to discontinuing use of any medication. Please call 800-379-6693.
Minute to start up.
coming down to the final 16, opening up a 2-length lead. Wild about star, shining back here. It's the very one.
Testing, 1, 2. The starting partially lead Champagne Beetle pulls the home. It's testing, 1, 2. My love, coming on.
You know who always gets fucked, Jay?
What's that, buddy?
The little guy.
Welcome back to Trackside Live.
Little guys definitely get fucked.
Quickly approaching us, as you can see, they are making their way behind the starting gate as we speak. But we're going to
No argument here.
meet the field at Oaklawn Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is race number 5 coming up next. You have 6.
Listen, Sonic Den, relax, pal. You're starting to act like a snitch here. Sonic Den's acting like a snitch, Jay. You didn't shut this guy down.
He seems like a good dude.
Oh no, I'm sure he's a very fine guy, but he's starting to like, you know,
Asking too many questions.
yeah, he's asking too many questions. He's like, because I have an escort business, all of a sudden I'm a pimp. Like that's a legal business.
Elliott rides the 6-horse collection. He was the regular rider of the great Smarty Jones, who came up just short in the Belmont.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Was a lot of races throughout the country. Doc Curlin, the 8-horse, sets to even money. Robertino Diodoro, his conditioner, the heavy favorite, of course, has run some big races here this year. Al Rhythm, the number 9 horse, sits at 22 to 1. A 6-year-old son of Algorithm who comes in from Sunland in New Mexico. Flash attack from the 10 horse. That's the conditioner. Here's a gelding taking the drop down in class. 11 is a scratch. El Venue will round out this field.
Damn, Doris Burke has coronavirus.
Does she?
What if when we had the flu, everybody tweeted, "Hey, I have the flu. I'm positive." Do you think that will happen?
No.
Like, hey, Donovan Mitchell. How come no one ever tweets that Donovan Mitchell's healthy now? How come they don't retweet that at all? I haven't seen any tweets about that. How come we're not interviewing him every hour now? Oh, right, because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Allendale Beach, Florida, couldn't handle those types of horses, so ships over to Tampa to look for an easier spot. We'll see if she has found it. That's why she sits at 2 to 1, trained by Eddie Keneally, is the daughter of American.
Let's catch a fucking price, bro, in this late pick.
Yeah, let's do it. What do you think, Jay? Let's do it.
Let's catch a fucking price.
All right, I'm gonna tell everyone what I'm on in that fucking pick 4 late. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. I haven't hit the button yet because I wanted to talk to you first, but I'm 3 by 5 by 4 by 5. What are you?
Okay, late pick 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hold on. Let me put it together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 3, 7, 8.
1, 3, 7, 8.
9.
9.
And then final race 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
That's $100 ticket. So you
for
basically
50 cents, it's $100 ticket, or it's a 50.
Oh wait, yeah, my bad. Let me click it over to 50 cents. So that's a $50 ticket.
Yep.
You know what? I'm betting your ticket, and I'm betting my ticket.
I also did another one where I just kind of added a few horses, but that's the one I like.
So you singled that 9, which I do think that 9 is the best horse in the race.
Yeah.
I threw 3 horses in with the 9. I threw the 3, the 5, and the 6 in with the 9. My pick 4 ticket is 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 7, 8, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 2, 3, 4, 7, 9.
Yeah, I mean, on my other ticket, it was only a $40 ticket. I added a couple in on certain ones, but I mean, we're pretty much on the same ones.
Yep, I'm betting them both. Fuck it. Let's catch a price. Cost me 170 for both the tickets. See what we could see.
Prior to today, congratulations to the connections. Again, those results coming up in just a bit. We'll step aside for a quick time out here on Trackside Live.
I started watching Ozark, first 2 episodes.
Oh, what'd you think?
First 2 episodes are really good.
You're gonna enjoy it, man. You're gonna enjoy it.
No, I meant I watched the new season.
Oh, it dropped?
Yeah, it dropped last night at 3 a.m.
Oh, thank you for telling me that, bro.
Dude, I watched at 3 a.m. I was watching first 48, like 3:02. I'm like, oh shit, it's out. I'm like, let me watch the first episode. Stayed up till like 3:55, watched it, went to bed, woke up, watched another episode.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I really liked that show a lot. So I will watch.
Have you ever watched Power or no?
I watched the first 2 seasons of Power. My sister, you know the main chick in that show?
Yeah.
My sister watches her kid every day.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know the character Tommy, the white dude?
Which is the main guy's best friend in the
beginning, that
right?
white dude. Yeah. He's in the new season of Ozark.
Oh, nice.
He's like that mob boss from Kansas City. He's like his son.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how like they're in business with that mob family in like Kansas City?
Yes. All right, I'll throw the 2 pick 4s that I bet in the chat, guys. I bet one of Jeff's pick 4s, and then I bet my own pick 4. Actually, I'll throw them at the bottom of the screen so it scrolls.
Welcome back to Trackside Live. You are right on time for race number 5 at Oaklawn Park. As the last horse steps into line, we will turn it over to track announcer Nick Stopper.
On the bomb breaks well, so does Al Rhythm. Then to the outside and pocket personality, Dom the Bomb to the front. Now Al Venio has lined himself out and he runs up into third. He was away very awkwardly after Redwood Cadman Class. Then comes Dr. Curlin followed by Flash Attack and Collection and the trainer Broadway Ice. They need the backstretch with Dom the Bomb in front. He's 2 lengths in front of Al Venio, all the way up into second now. And here's Al Venio after Dom the Bomb as they do the backstretch. Those 2 are 2 lengths clear of Al Rhythm. Then comes
Yo, at Oaklawn Park, I have the 2, the 12, the 5. And I have another horse. I have the 8 as well.
Would you bet an exacta?
No, I picked 5.
Straight?
2, 5, 8, 12.
Oh, in the first leg of it, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, of course, I'm going to lose. I mean, I just can't hit anything today. It's just brutal. I mean, this is just my life right now, man. Just can't hit any fucking race. Yesterday, I hit everything. Can't hit anything today.
On the wire between the 3 and the 9 horse in here.
Just throwing money away, man.
As they come down the stretch. So the 9 strikes the front at this point.
25-1. What the fuck? Are you kidding me, dude, with this?
Wow.
Like 25-1. What the fuck? Oh my god, man.
Who has relocated to Hot Springs this season. He's going to ear pin from Broadway. I'm so determined. Does he get there? That is close. We'll have to wait for the placing judges to take a look at the photo there.
Yeah, he gets there.
Let you know who was the winner. It's a difference of 6-1 or 25-1. Either way, a pretty good price and a very exciting finish to race number 5 there at Oaklawn Park. We'll bring you those results as soon as we not far from Santa Anita, as I mentioned off the top of the show. And my colleague Todd Schrupp was at Santa Anita about an hour and a half ago until we had that late breaking news that Santa Anita would not be able to run today or until further notice. So Todd, where are you now? I'm glad to have you in the broadcast. A bit of a curveball to start, but tell us from your perspective what the last hour and a half has been like.
It was very surreal to be going on.
That guy's so annoying.
In the time that we're living in.
Jay, he kind of looks like you in like 30 years. That guy.
Top of the show.
That guy?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe in
that's-
like 25 years. I could see that. If anyone's watching TVG, tell me that guy doesn't look like Jay maybe in like 20 years.
That would make me sad if that's what I look like in 20 years.
Sitting on that like horse chair.
Also went out. Santa Anita went out of their way to say they tried to avoid a situation where this essentially had to be a last-minute cancellation. They did everything they could to keep the racing down and stay racing at Santa Anita. And I think it's very important to point out because they went out of their way to announce this over the PA, and they've also made these statements. There are no known cases of COVID-19, anyone being infected with the virus that is associated with Santa Anita and the
All right, those are two of the pick fours at the bottom, boys.
As we saw with Oakland Park, as we're seeing with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Derby tomorrow and a major Kentucky Derby prep race. What are the racetracks that are still operating? What are they doing to keep essential employees safe? We know fans are no longer allowed on the grounds at racetracks, but what is being done?
I sound like George Carlin. Is that true? I love George Carlin. I'll take that as a compliment.
This is always an evolving situation, and the protocols are becoming more and more stringent with each and every day.
All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
As far as the horsemen go, in the mornings and keeping their staff safe, you have to realize that, as Simon mentioned, each and every back stretch is essentially its own community. So there's a lot of education that is going on to keep those folks safe. There are clinics at each and every racetrack and on the backside to help keep people healthy anyway. Those folks are disseminating that information. They're adding extra hand washing stations, extra sanitizing stations, making sure that the horsemen that are there in the mornings are keeping it safe and social distance from each other. They do have to be in contact with their own team, but then that's for them to go ahead and run their small distance. Regard to his particular employees, trying to keep put people in the barn at a particular time if they can, and only essential people one-to-one around a horse as much as possible. As far as the jockeys go, this is something that we've seen change over the last week and a half or so. Lots of extra protocols in terms of what the riders are going through. They are able to have their own kind of separate quarters if they want in between races, keeping them distance from each other. They eventually will come join up with their horse and go right out onto the racetrack, and then they are in the fresh air and just with their mounts on their own. There's no paddock activity going on where any horses and horsemen would have to congregate in one paddock before a race happens in the afternoon. There's from top to bottom, anyone that has any kind of sort of interaction with they're limiting that. They're advised over to race. One person to go ahead and saddle, or perhaps two people if it's necessary to get the saddle on a horse. Then the jockey joins up.
You have Poker Stars or no?
Yes, I do. I actually loaded the account last night.
I wish we knew more people in Jersey. I would like say we could like do like a home game tournament or something.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'm gonna come back on later on tonight. Spread's gonna hang out. Hopefully Tyler.
Yeah, it's just nice to have someone fucking around.
Yeah, I threw like 250 in the Poker Stars account last night to fuck around with.
Point to the California Horse Racing Board yesterday by pointing out if we need to shut down, there are all these employees who are there still on the backside that work for these barns. People who make their living.
I think the 2 is the 3 horse wins this race at Gulfstream.
What about the employees who are hand in hand with them? So there's a lot to consider moving forward with this latest news at Santa Anita.
Saya is winning on everything he fucking gets on, though. So
Yeah.
Camp Randall's going to be live.
His home base out of South Florida was recently diagnosed that the test did have COVID-19.
Oh, they made Camp Randall the favorite.
Out of New York, but it was the protocols that Gulfstream Park had in place that led to this discovery. And for more on that and covering everything down in South Florida, of course, once again, Kate Radar and Gabby Goddard.
Todd, thank you. And yes, it's important to note that Javier Castellano was not at Gulfstream Park since March 15th. That was the last time that he actually rode in South Florida. But of course,
Might bet at 3-4 exacta here.
certain protocols and policies.
I have the 6 and 7. Wouldn't mind seeing them come in here.
The jockeys who are competing on that day, they have been spread out around the entire.
The 6 and the 7. I have the 3, the 4, and the.
I have
5.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I have that with you. I bet that ticket with you. The one where you have the 9 singled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that with you.
Coming up here in this 8th race, 2 other than allowance optional claimer, 5 furlongs on the turf. And when we talk about trainers, I think it's important to talk about their niches. And
I would love to see the 5 win this race, bro. Because that would be a 9-1 shot to start the pick 4 on 2 tickets.
Yep. You know what I'd love to see?
What?
That reporter at TVG on my bed.
Yep.
As I bring in Simon Bray, Simon, I believe you like this horse a little bit, the 3 Frenchman Street, but can you speak a little bit more?
But yeah, I'm sure in this race we'll get the 7 or the 4.
Good at finding these turf horses. And
Yeah, I think it's going to be the 3 or the 4, unfortunately.
I'll be honest, if the 1 wins, I'm leaving the stream.
Are you out?
Yeah, if the 1 wins here, I'm out.
Sometimes, regardless of what team they are, what team they're in charge of, they put that playbook into play. You know, like Phil Jackson.
Because I've all this race outside of that horse.
Want that no matter what team he was coaching, whether it was the Bulls, whether it was the Lakers. Mike Maker found in his playbook where he likes to claim turf horses, and in this situation,
That would be fucking brutal.
3,000, and he's going to put him on the grass. The last 5 years, Mike Maker, first off the claim when switching to the turf, he's 17% in that situation. That's a pretty high percentage in our sport. If you're, hitting around from 15 to 20 to 25%, you're in the upper.
What is that 3-4 exacta paying right now? Probably not that much. $14 each way.
It's just different strokes for different folks. So while Mike Maker is a very good dirt trainer, I'm not pigeonholing him. He seems to have a tremendous amount of success in this category, claiming horses, that need to go onto the turf. And maybe they've had previous turf experience. Maybe they've never raced on the turf, and he's looked at their pedigree, their genetic lineage, to see if they would be aptly suited to get on the grass. And I think, it's been very, very productive for him over the years. So I'm a big fan of him in that situation. He's 9-5 here. He's the co-favorite, so the public likes him. And, when you talk about horses like Zulu Alpha, who he claimed a couple years ago, and the success, I think, you can stick with that Mike Maker angle. First off the claim, moving to the turf.
Captain Ron could definitely be here, though.
I would have had a lot of
Yep.
with before in the past. But Kane, as I bring you in, the betting public right now, the 3 Frenchman Street and the 4 Camp Randall, they're essentially the same odds at 9-5. What do you think of Camp Randall? Do you think he is kind of on a level, equal playing field with Frenchman Street?
I don't, for one reason, and that's experience, Gabby. Maybe on ability they'll turn out to be even. But one important note about what Mike Maker does with horses that he reaches in and purchases and claims, he typically targets older horses. Frenchman Street is a 5-year-old. He's extremely experienced. He's earned close to $200,000. So you have a pretty good line of at least a horse who is trying hard. Camp Randall is a horse who probably has a lot of ability, but he's only started 3 times in his life. He's just 4 years of age. He has not reached full maturity from an equine standpoint. And though that is old enough in the racing world, as the 3-year-olds are the glamour division, and horses run at age 2, that's when a lot of them start. Camp Randall is still light in experience. He's still a relative youngster, and he really hasn't proven that he is capable of beating more tested horses. I will say Camp Randall has come off 2 straight wins and seems to have a lot of talent, and he's got the hot jockey Luis Saez, who's going for his 4th win of the day.
Saez going for his 4th win in 8 races.
Talk to you in a minute.
And they're off. Camp Randall, the first to break the line, but Frenchman Street is quickly on the attack, and Captain Ron from the top shelf makes it a bully. The course early. The first to break the line, but Frenchman Street on the attack, and Captain Ron from the top shelf makes it a 40. Across the course early. Crosstown Q-Down is down the inside, a half better than Quick Drive Harder, and Methodical is the trailer. Inside half a mile from the finish, with the advantage is Frenchman Street on top by a length. Captain Hargrove is outside of Camp Randall as Crosstown Q-Down tries to save a Randall. Tries harder with second on less than 3 right at the back.
Come on, Coop. Pick up the pieces here, Coop.
All right, we're gonna win here. We just gotta fucking wonder who it's gonna be. Go ahead, 6. Go ahead, 6. Go ahead, 6. Okay, that's a price, ain't it, Jay Bird?
Yeah, man. Yep. I didn't have it on my ticket, but I bet your ticket with the one that has the 9 singled.
What was the 6's price?
8-1.
Yeah. Nice. Needed that.
For the 8th at Gulfstream. You're going to want to stay tuned. So much more racing on the other side of this quick commercial break.
Saturday night, thrilling quarter horse action on TVG. Colts and Geldings in the Great Rail
That's nice. 8-1. All right. Gets me kind of excited a little bit. Does that get you excited at all?
Sure. I'll take it.
Have you been to the store lately?
Yes. I went to the store on the way home today.
How's that?
How is that? It was there was a line of people outside because they're only letting 50 people in the store at a time. Like, thank God I have like cases of toilet paper because there was literally not one piece of toilet paper on the shelf.
Still don't understand that. But here we are. Do you understand that?
No.
Me either.
I mean, everybody. I thought about buying a bidet, one of those like $300 bidets that like hook up right to the bottom of your bathroom toilet. I thought about getting one of those.
for Golden Gate's second race, Christina Blacker coming to you from my home in Pasadena, California. You're looking at Golden Gate's second race, which is nearly a Honda. Special time here for the Honda. This one's for claimers, non-winners. So 5 furlongs is the distance. The 4 horse is the 10th place up there at 4 to 5. And a 7 race program heading to today from Golden Gate Field. So if you're playing any of the multi-race,
Tyler and Spread are in for later on tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, well, me and you will look to hook up in a tournament tonight while we're on.
Yeah, I usually play. There's one at like 6:30 or 7. I play.
I like to see Saez on that single.
I'm telling this guy, Sharon's Fury at Golden Gate, the 6th.
What race is that at Golden Gate?
2.
Oh, Sharon?
Yeah.
I like that horse. I'm in.
I'll tell.
Former race coach trainer who trained the aforementioned Captain, who's one of the best stallions in the world, hence the name, and Capita means carpet in Latin. The synthetic surface is made up of fiber sand, wax, and rubber, and the idea behind it is in geographical locations like Toronto, Canada, where it's installed at their racetrack Woodbine, and here at Golden Gate, it handles the cooler and wetter weather extremely well. So they'll get torrential rain up in Northern California during the winter months, and this track is very feasible and serviceable as a safe racing surface when we get those heavy downpours. So that's something to pay attention to. The times will be a little slower than what we'll see at Tampa Bay.
Cowboys just signed Zerline.
The kicker?
Yeah, that's a good pickup for the Cowboys. All right, I'm in. Let's go, Sharon. Oh, the favorite, the even money favorite got out dead last, took a bad step.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's go.
Maybe you got it. Fuck you, Sharon.
Fuck you, Sharon.
Cunt.
Fucking Sharon, man. Corey said a gutless performance.
Fuck Sharon.
Absolutely gutless.
Fuck you, Sharon.
Over at Oakland Park, we checked those prices on the right-hand corner of the screen just a while ago. Remember, we had that close finish in race number 5.
That Florida Derby is so stacked that Governor Morris is 8-1 morning line. That's incredible. Three Constitution babies in that Florida Derby.
Yeah. I like Independence Hall.
Yeah. Tis the Law is so good, man. He makes me nervous. 6 to 5 morning line. That's a great price though on Independence Hall.
I'm faded.
Tis the Law.
You got me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things.
And then he goes back to the Raven Nation, the three unbeaten champions, you know, the fourth side, Mr. Brooklyn.
Jay, I'll be back in a second. I'm having my connection's like weird.
Okay.
Down in the center of the track, and here's Channel Maker flying right in the pace down at the rail. They come for Home Shop Samurai Motown. Motown flying, Channel Maker down at the rail, but Motown will win a thriller. Motown to win it.
Uncle Mo made a phenomenal start. It started a world record-breaking start with 25 first-shot stakes winners. You know, you can cross all the Mr. Prospector line, the Tatiana line, the Stormcat line, and Uncle Mo's done very, very well with those. So it makes his sons tremendous prospects. When you've got a horse like this that was a precocious 2-year-old and a grade 1 winner on a distance on turf, you've got such a wide range of mares.
You're watching Trackside Live on America's Horse Racing Network, TVG, in conjunction with NBC Sports Network. That's a live look out to Hot Springs, Arkansas, race number 6 at Oaklawn Park. The field coming out for a post parade out there. I'm Todd Trupp, along with my colleagues, and like so many of you across the country, we are staying indoors at our homes, and so many of us have turned our homes into a mini broadcasting center. And I am joined now by my colleague Scott Hazelton as the field comes out onto the track for race number 6. And one topic that in the world of thoroughbred racing was a huge issue as of last week is what would Churchill Downs do about the Kentucky Derby? The world's most famous horse race traditionally is always the first Saturday in May. Because of the global situation going on with the pandemic COVID-19, the decision was made that the Kentucky Derby will move from the first Saturday in May to the first Saturday in September, September 5th. So, Scott, as I bring you in here and we look at the horses for race number 6 at Oaklawn Park, you've had a chance to talk to members of the Churchill Downs management team.
I'm still here, boys. Just give me 1 minute.
Plans for September, and have you heard anything about the remainder of the Triple Crown, the Preakness and the Belmont Stakes?
Starting with the Kentucky Derby conversation side, we spoke to Kevin Flannery, the president of Churchill Downs Racetrack, about 10 days ago, myself and Matt Carruthers. You can find that full interview on the TVG Twitter account. But the bottom line for them, and he continued to emphasize the fact that they're going off of the information that they have in front of us. And clearly, 10 days ago, things are a lot different. And not saying that things will change with the Derby, but just the foresight that they had to put this thing as far down the road as they possibly could, it really looks like it's going to turn out to be the right call. And that's one of the things that Kevin Flannery emphasized. He said, we didn't want to have a moving target. We didn't want to push it back, say, just a few weeks, and then have more information.
I got this new hat today. I want to see how it looks.
Maintain some stability when it came to this. This is a situation where they looked at the calendar, they considered each and every weekend between the beginning of May and obviously the first Saturday in September, Friday and Saturday in September for Oaks and Derby, and ultimately decided to push it down as far back as they could in order to allow everybody to regroup. Because as you know, it's a 2-minute race. But the activities that go on surrounding Kentucky Derby, we think of the city of Louisville, the festivals that go on downtown and things of that nature. So there's always seemingly something going on in the springtime.
Yo, Jay.
Yeah.
You ramp up.
You all right?
Yeah, you're good.
Everybody wants things that are going on. So they had to look at that and how it would impact the city of Louisville, and felt that September would be the best possible place, the furthest back that they could push it. Obviously, not pushing it so far back that you're then getting on the toes of the Breeders' Cup, which takes place in Lexington just a few months later after this year's Kentucky Derby. So that's why they've chosen to push it back to September and not a sooner date from where it was scheduled to be on the first Saturday of May.
I've had a chance to talk to some of the citizens in the area, and already the community of Louisville has already adjusted. As a matter of fact, with that September 5th date, you had college football there. The University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville scheduled to play a game. They're going to move that out of respect for the Kentucky Derby now being moved to that Saturday on September 5th. These points races are obviously still significant. You earn points to be one of the 20 horses that get into the starting gate for the Kentucky Derby. It's going to be an extended season now to get to the Kentucky Derby, but a huge opportunity tomorrow when we bring you live coverage of the Florida Derby with big points on the line. And once again, down in South Florida is Gabby Godet. Gabby, I know tomorrow's the big point, but I would even argue a race like the next one that is coming up at Gulfstream Park, race number 9, is for promising 3-year-olds because of the change in the schedule now. You could take a horse out of the 9th race today that could emerge eventually and make it to the Kentucky Derby with the extra time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Todd. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I think the trainers were looking forward to the Grade 1 Florida Derby and hoped that this would be kind of the last stepping stone to get their horse into the starting gate of the Kentucky Derby. But obviously, everything has changed. Things change by the minute. But still, this race does have Derby.
There's one horse that makes me a little nervous
And of course, trainers
in that
realizing that it is a full field and it is
in that one race.
Headlined by the number 7, Tisbalal. He's going to be the heavy favorite at 6-5 for trainer Barkley Cat and Saffron. Reminiscent of Sunnyside, who back in the early 2000s did win the Kentucky Derby for
The horse where we have the single.
Yeah.
That 7 horse makes me a little nervous.
Don't worry about nervousness, Jay. We'll see what happens. We got this.
Ford has to keep doing what he's been doing. Since the law has been very little wrong, his only defeat coming arguably in the instance of sloppy racetrack at Churchill Downs last fall, and also lack of luck, I think, as far as racing trip was concerned. He ended up between and behind horses and wasn't given a lot of room to be able to put in his patented leg kick, which is really impressive when you see it visually. But off of that defeat last year, he came back to Gulfstream in the Holy Bull, Grade 3 race, in which Ete Indian, another of his rivals in tomorrow's Florida Derby, finishes second, but really ran an improved effort in the Holy Bull. He did not have the easiest of times again, did not break all that smoothly, and found himself behind horses early. His jockey, Manny Franco, a young but rising star in the game, made kind of a long sustained move with him and still was able to run away from the field at the end. The 3-length margin of victory over Ete Indian, pretty impressive there, considering the quality of the field and the fact that Ete Indian would come back. Another important stepping stone for races like Florida Derby and the Kentucky Derby, and doing it very impressively. So Tisbalal comes back with the same race that he did in the Holy Bull. He's going to be very, very tough. But Ete Indian gets a little break here with the expected scratches of a couple of horses. Kieran McLaughlin, the trainer of Ajaweed, has stated in the press that he will be scratching with that one coming out, and also
The 3 at Oaklawn, huh?
in the upcoming night race. Those two defections mean that Ete Indian moves in a
Blinkers.
slots as far as positioning is concerned. He had originally drawn the outside post position number 12. He'll now be more in post position 10 with a possible 11 horse field, and every move inside is that much closer to being able to save ground going into the first turn.
trainers hoping to be able to take advantage of every edge they can. So those two scratches are pretty important, I think.
As Kenton mentioned, there will be 2 scratches within the body of the race, so you can look for Ete Ndian to move inward to post positions there in the Grade 1 Florida Derby. But, I mean, it is a loaded field, including even Independence Hall, so very much looking forward to the Grade 1 Florida Derby on tomorrow's card at Gulfstream Park. We'll send it back to Christina Blacker and Scott Hazelton as the next race at Oakland Park is coming up, race 6, guys.
Gabby, thank you very much. That's right. We are all looking forward to that Florida Derby coming up tomorrow as well.
Cherished, yeah, 6 to 5.
On the racing calendar. As you can see here,
Oh, it's an Asmussen horse.
Is upon us. It's post time. They are making their way back behind the gate. We do want to remind you that you're always able to watch TVG and TVG2 plus more in HD via Watch TVG. We hope you will head to tvg.com/watch if you'd like to join us in the future. These are $30,000 claimers competing here in race number 6. Horses that have not won 2 races in their lifetime. 6 furlongs is the distance. As you can see on the betting board, there are some scratches. The 1, the 7, and the 11 will
The 2 is even money now.
Horse Cherished is the favorite at this point at 6 to 5. And we're talking about the Kentucky Derby, and it's hard not to root for a guy like Stuart Elliott, who is aboard this filly today. Stuart Elliott, 55 years young this year, and still out there competing with all the young guns.
Yeah, and getting opportunities to ride at this stage for some of the biggest operations. In this instance, he's riding for trainer Steve Asmussen, a man that averages about 400 victories a year nationwide. Steve runs operations from Oakland to Kentucky, Louisiana. He'll have strings out in Texas, Oklahoma, so he runs a lot of horses. He's not only got the 2 Cherished, he's got Ginny B, who he also owns, who completes the field, or sets to complete the field at 9-2. I think Asmussen has this race surrounded with both the 2 and the 10. Let's go to Vic Stauffer for the call of race 6.
The hedges broke well, so did Cherished and Haley's Heist. Cherished to the front. Ginny B is next. Then
Cherished gets right out.
And the trainer is Gallop Storm. Up the backstretch with
72 morning line. They bet that horse down to even money.
Between the hedges is second, the same margin to Ginny B. Morak between horses.
Looking like he's going to win in a walk right now.
So tightly between horses. Then it's 4 lengths to Gallop Storm. Haley's Heist is now the trainer, and Cherished, the big favorite, is the leader. Cherished traveling well for Stuart Elliott. Leads by a length, but Between the Hedges is coming after her now, as is stablemate Ginny B. Cherished only a neck in front. Between the Hedges is second, a length and a half to Ginny B, Morak, and at the rail blinkers. Then comes Mucho Mas.
Here comes Asmussen's other horse, Ginny B.
Between the Hedges is left back in second, then Ginny B and Blinkers, but Cherished is clear now.
Blinkers wins in a walk.
3.5 lengths between the Hedges and Morak. Battle second and third, but it's Cherished just too good. And she's running right off.
Cherished, what a beast.
In hand, in front. Cherished won by better than 4. Between the Hedges was second. Close for third, Blinkers and Morak.
Mark 1 up for the veterans. Stuart Elliott aboard the 2 horse Cherished, and what a beautiful ride as well. Just quiet in the saddle, nice soft grip on the reins there, keeping this filly relaxed, happy. She has her ears up, and she just skips her way home to victory there as the favorite in race number 6 at Oakland Park. The 8 horse finishes second. Bit of a photo in behind for the trifecta spot. We will show you those results just as soon as we can. We're going to switch gears though and head back to Gulfstream Park. Gabby, we mentioned that this next race in your backyard might be one that we want to keep an eye on.
Jay, turn on Fox News real quick.
And I understand you have a pretty special rooting interest.
That chick is fire. She's sexy as fuck, that girl.
Oh, to hold it in. So I want to point out something about
Yeah, she's on the 5 every day.
That's what this is, yeah. That chick is sexy, man.
And she's a naval officer.
I mean, both those chicks are, but chick with the black hair is fire.
Yeah, Dana Perino, bro. Like during the Bush the blonde. That's the blonde. She was the press secretary for the Bush administration back in the day, like in 2008. She was so hot.
That black haired chick is beautiful. Like her eyes are beautiful. My God.
Yeah, she's got a sick pair of legs too. She doesn't
What's her
really have.
name, that girl?
Um,
Like she's beautiful, man. Like beautiful.
Before the quarantine and the stay-at-home orders are lifted.
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, she's been on there for about a year now. Yeah, she's hot. She's a lawyer now.
That is a mainstay at the top of the trainer swing nationally year after year. He's known to run his operations with hundreds of horses under his care, much like a major corporation, any occupation, any business world. Joel Rosario won that last race, looking for back-to-back wins. Joel was one of the last jockeys to come into town at this end of the meet, and we've gotten a lot of questions on social media about how the jockeys that are coming in from out of town, how long they've had to be here. The answer is Gulfstream Park required any jockeys who were riding this week, including this weekend, to be in the state of South Florida by Sunday. Had to complete a physical and have a negative test. So Joel Rosario among that group that are here, but no last minute jockeys coming in from out of town, and all of them world-class riders. But Gabby, I know our nation on parade is a horse that has a sentimental pull for you.
Absolutely. The horses are obviously warming up on the track, so we'll have plenty of time to get to this race. We'll have that story and more on this, quote, mini Florida Derby right after this quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I think her name is Emily Campagno.
Emily Campagno. Yeah, there she is. She would be a paisan. Damn, she's 40? My God. She might be my new favorite.
Very excited to see them come on out act like a street and eat graduate. They're pretty nice horses. Right now they're fast and working, and it's exciting to see when they go out running. Run happy. Sandy,
The harder the work, the greater the reward. And this is hard work. It's the hour put in before dawn and after dawn. It's the sacrifice.
Unhappy. Standing at Claiborne Farm.
This is our industry. This is our life's work.
Coming on from the outside, a big score. Winston, Pennsylvania. Big right opening up 5, 6, 7. Won it by as many as you like to be in. Big Marina charging hard play. She's coming like a rocket. Here's big score with giant strike play. Big score. An excellent W. Big Book running on best of all. Big Book coming to win out 1,000. Big return. Wow, well hit. Looking for a danger, but there simply isn't one. Bigger things to come in 2020.
Well, before we went to commercial break, we talked a little bit about a personal connection to the For Our Nation on Parade. And back in high school, I know I'm kind of dating myself here, but back in high school, I grew up in a horse racing family. My dad was a trainer, my mom, his right-hand woman, my sister is currently a trainer too. So I have grown up within the industry. And when I was in high school, I started to gallop horses, and that essentially means exercise horses in the morning to get them fit and ready to go for the afternoon. Well,
Yo, you see how many Waltons are on the top 25 richest people in the world?
Yeah, they're, I mean, that's Walmart.
and she was a handful. I actually tried to gate school her.
Wow.
When you get these younger horses or 2-year-olds as you're prepping them for their first
Yep.
to go into the gate and get them used to that experience for the afternoon. Well, we didn't get in the gate. She in fact dropped me behind the starting gate. I was covered in mud from head to toe, and she took off galloping ahead. She was fine. That was just her temperament. She was actually the broodmare for the sport, Our Nation on Parade, trained by Kathy Ritvo. I actually did get the opportunity to talk to Kathy Ritvo this morning in regards to this horse, and she said he is nothing like his mom. He's actually
Wouldn't mind being Sergey Brin. That would be pretty awesome.
Who's that?
Or Larry. Sergey Brin and Larry Page. They invented Google.
Nice.
He could not be training any better in the morning.
They're worth $60 billion each.
Our Nation on Parade. Paco Lopez is aboard. I think he's probably going to
It's crazy.
Race, and maybe a horse you want to consider
Yeah.
is upcoming.
Completely agree.
Number 8, Sprawl, is your current favorite at 3-1, down from a 15-1 morning line. Once again, from top to bottom, this is a very contentious field. These are 3-year-olds that, although this is an allowance race, we could potentially see them in the Kentucky Derby moving on down the road to September. Looks like we have just a few more horses left to go, so we will send it up to Pete Aiello for the rest of the load of race 9 of Gulfstream Park.
Brought to the outside gate to complete the field. All set for a start.
Fucking, I cannot believe that guy. Wow.
He's going to get a reset. Money Moves is ready again. Time for the late pick 3. And they're up.
All right, here we go.
An edge of fire from the inside 2 gates were away well. Meanwhile, some big-time crowding in the center gates. That was Silver Ratio and Genghis who took the worst of it as Aficionado held his ground. From between horses, Our Nation on Parade is the early leader. From Money Moves, who moves to take second. Saratogian on the outside is third. Edge of Fire races in fourth. A length back to the outside and miles ahead. Mid-flight early is Aficionado, a length and a half clear of Silver Ratio, with Soros at the inside. Wide of the course and Sprawl, 2.5 clear of Genghis. The 2 at the back are Awesome Tiger and Mr. Candy Ride. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat. Our Nation on Parade moves us at the inside and trying to keep up while second. Saratogian on the outside, third. Gaffleone has hold of Edge of Fire. He's now fourth. On from fifth, that's miles ahead, a length and a half clear of Silver Ratio. Sprawl is 3 wide down at the inside. That's Aficionado, who's dropping back, a gap of 3. Mr. Candy Ride tries to get underway with Genghis alongside. Nothing from Awesome Tiger as they round the far turn. Clear racetrack for Edge of Fire. He got off the inside, and he's up to take the lead now. Our Nation on Parade is alongside in second. Money Moves is working overtime. He's down at the inside and still right there. 3/4 complete and 110 flat. They're at the top of the stretch. Money Moves, hugs the inside, and he's back for more. Money Moves now establishes the lead.
Come on, Money Moves. Come on, Money Moves. Go ahead, Money Moves. Let's go, Jeff. Let's go at 5-1. Bro, this pick 4 is gonna be big if we get it.
Down on the inside, Caton. This horse took pressure the entire way around there. Todd Fletcher saying that this horse really woke up from his first start, and he surely woke up in his second start here today.
$18 horse.
Let's keep it going, baby.
And that's, what is that? That's $18 horse and a $12 horse to start the pick 4?
Nah, the 6 was a $20 horse.
Was he?
Yeah. $19.80.
Wow.
And the media is trying to make it seem like Trump is lifting all of these things. These guys.
Absolutely an impressive performance from Money Moves for trainer Todd Fletcher. Luis Saez with another victory on the board here.
Saez does it again. Who do we have in the next race?
We got to need him in the next race. We got him single.
Yeah.
been impressive in 2020. This outstanding filly now has her sights set on the first running of the Los Alamitos Oaks on Saturday, March 28th. And with a purse of over $400,000, the Los Alamitos Oaks is the richest quarter horse race in the nation for fillies or mares. Then on Sunday, March 29th, Grade 1 stakes winners Floki and Tel Cartel will face off in the El Primero del Año Derby, the Oaks and the El Primero. Great racing continues at Los Alamitos Racecourse.
Awesome internet. It's more than just fast. It keeps all your devices running smoothly. With built-in security that protects your kids, no matter what they're up to. Protects your info and gives you 24/7 peace of mind. That if it's connected, it's protected. Even that pet camera thingy. Oh, can your internet do that? Xfinity X5 can, because it's simple, easy, awesome.
The Sentinel Group sponsors this paid advertisement.
And I think, people keep talking about that here.
One been diagnosed with cancer after using Zantac or other heartburn medications for several months, you may be entitled to compensation. The FDA has warned that Zantac and other medications containing heartburn drug ranitidine may be contaminated with cancer-causing agent NDMA. Consult your physician prior to discontinuing use of any medication.
Please call 800-535-9765.
Your best bet.
900, 900,000, thank you.
Struck me as a classic Disney rifle. He moved, his efficiency of his stride. It was
a Cupid horse to really keep an eye on. To come off a long break like Cupid did, it's almost impossible. And it just goes to show you the quality of horse he is.
Live continues on America's Sports Racing Network TVG in a very special partnership with NBC Sports Network. Many of you might be discovering our network for the first time. And if you are, we'd love for you to be with us more often and playing the races. In fact, we're so sure you're going to love it. We have a very special sign-up offer available to you. You can find out more about that at tvg.com. But the easiest way to get involved with TVG is to download the app in the App Store. The field is getting toward the starting gate for race number 3 at Golden Gate. We now rejoin my colleagues Simon Bray and Christina Blacker.
All right.
Simon about Golden Gate. He was talking about the racing surface. Tapita.
That's why this ensure
Two more races, man.
I took 5 years of French, so I'm not
Yeah, buddy.
help with regard to the Latin coverage.
2 more races.
Uberstar, yes, does look very tough to get past. I thought full of luck, maybe along the inside. Speaking of French, the French rider Julian Couton will be a bullet, of course. Speaking of airport, has had success at Golden Gate in the past, perhaps he returns to that. But we are just set for a start. Let's go to Matt Zinnerman for the live call.
And we're up. Good break for all 4 runners in the race. River of Champagne, as expected, is up close, but you're full of luck. He's on the engine early. And those two stride out together. Uberstar in the 3rd position early, and Montezuma Creek back in last, kept in the clear as the
Jay.
Third River of Champagne.
Yeah.
Listen to this tweet. This guy, I don't know, he's like a Trump fan. He like hosts this radio show about Trump. Listen to this. He wrote, last year, 1.8 million people died of diarrhea, and yet I bet you can't find a diarrhea counter online. There won't be any diarrhea briefings, and we won't have a $2 trillion diarrhea bailout. No one gives a shit about diarrhea. What a freak.
And Billy the Kid Williams and Dorsey the third is nice and relaxed, letting his legs get loose at this point. He is going to attempt to do his best running later. So into the fourth turn.
Guy has a point though, bro.
I mean, you could say that about anything, yeah.
Second, Uber Star still third, not let loose yet. And Montezuma Creek back at the tail end of the field. 5/16 to go. River of Champagne a half length on top. Full of Luck really being sent hard now to keep up. Uber Star looks like Juan Hernandez is getting to work on him. He's got to pick it up as they swing off the turn. River of Champagne, Full of Luck in the big white flames trying to push past. And Full of Luck on the outside is taking a short lead. River of Champagne back in second. Uber Star is beaten today. And with a 16 to go, it's Full of Luck opening up late. The Group 1 winner in South America will pull off a victory here at Golden Gate Fields here. Full of Luck, 2 lengths ahead at the wire, and he had those ears pricked up late. Uber Star somehow.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, that last race that we won was just so wide open that if we get past this leg of the pick 4, it's going to pay big.
I mean,
the
it's always
biggest
about
payout that you and I have gotten so far in this show by a long shot.
You think on a pick 4? I don't know.
Yeah, because of how wide open that race that just happened right now was all the Florida Derby leftovers that didn't make the Derby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping you're right, man.
And then if you add in the fact that the race before that was a $20 horse, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
What was that horse? The 1? Was that the 1 or?
Yeah. Yep.
You ever see those commercials where they I don't know if you ever seen them, but it's like they have like a little story about like a guy, like it was a cop that got killed, and they have his like family on, and they're like the little babies are like saying "I love you," you know. Those commercials are sad, man.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Money Moves Made was a $12.40 horse. All right, so what do we got next? We got a single, the 9. Come on, baby.
And they bet them down from 5 to 2 to 6 to 5. That's a good sign.
Yeah. I'm praying, man. Come on,
and
man.
You got the best jockey at the track right now.
Yeah. I mean, this horse has finished first or second in the last 3 races.
And then if you take a look at the odds of that last leg, what horses do we have in the last leg?
We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Oh shit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 9. That's 9 to 2, 12 to 1, 8 to 1, 6 to 1, and the favorite at 7 to 2. I'm telling you right now, bro. If we get past this leg right now, prepare yourself for a nice pick 4 Will.
Last night on that final race at Gulfstream, if the 1 would have came in, I'd have made like 3,000.
I know. I saw you. I ended up hitting it for $230. The pick 4, but it paid nothing. I mean, it paid nothing. We're not going to be looking at a $230 pick 4. I'll tell you that.
Well, he's up to 4 victories on the card, so he is.
I mean, we have half the fucking field. We have 5 horses in an 11-horse field. 11-horse field, yeah. Bacchanalia is the only horse that makes me nervous, bro.
Gabby on the outside, and what a story it would be if he were able to be successful in notching another championship riding title here at Gulfstream Park. But he has been a champion for a long time here in South Florida. In fact, this is the state that Louis Saez started his career.
What do you think the Pick 3 plays on the 9?
And, you know, his entire family involved in riding thoroughbreds.
I think pretty good.
What do you think?
What do I would say maybe somewhere around $100.
106.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Throughout these days, both on the track and off the track.
That's a good sign.
A world of great stories coming up in this last race, just as far as the personalities of racing are concerned. And that's
Because we're gonna catch some kind of price in that last race.
I hope.
Look at all those odds.
Race like this 10th race, we get to tell the stories of some horsemen who might otherwise not be in the spotlight yet. But there's one trainer in this race that has been in the spotlight, but not recently.
I'm thinking like
Absolutely.
somewhere around like
You can't look. You got to keep quiet. Don't look.
like 600. I would say at the worst.
China has sent all of these
I
tests
hope you're right.
to Spain and Italy.
Outstanding trainer last year for the fourth year in a row.
Wow, they bet Silver Kitten down to 3-2. Oh wow, the 5 is 3-2 also. Joel Rosario and Chad Brown. That makes me nervous.
You may remember him as the trainer of Spendebuck, your winner in the Kentucky Derby back in 1985, who passed over the Preakness to end up running for a bonus in the Jersey Derby. We'll get back to our coverage.
Nobody hits the button like Rosario, bro. When he pushes the button going around that final turn,
We'll see.
On Hot Springs, Arkansas, in the upcoming 7th at Oakland Park is Scott Hazelton. Scott, coming up next, a group of horses who are looking for the first win of their career.
And they're in for a $40,000 claiming tag. In case you missed it, Caden.
I actually think that the 3 horse at 20-1 is not a bad horse. If you were betting exactas, I think that horse could run second.
Determined amount of $40,000. Now, if there's multiple individuals that want to do the same thing, they could draw for, essentially draw a name out of a hat. As they have a pill bottle in which they put numbers in. They mark the predetermined numbers on that claim slip, and then whose ever number comes out, that's who ends up with the horse. So this is a way of allowing the economy to continue within the jurisdiction that they run these races. Every racetrack in North America runs claiming races. It's really the backbone of North American racing. And not only do folks profit from it, as does the local economy. There's actually a sales tax that's paid on these. So the city is getting their cut, part of the economy of the racetrack as well.
Can you fucking imagine that the 3 we get through this leg and the 3 horse is like up by 3 coming down the stretch in the left to 1?
Jay, you live in a fantasy world. Let's just hit this one first.
Yeah, I agree. I'm nervous. I said the 5 half hour ago. I'm nervous.
But she takes a jump up in class from lower level competition in her last 2 starts.
Bradley Martin, what's up, buddy? What do you think about a 9.75 try in race 10? Well, I think the 9 and the 5 are the 2 best horses in the race. And I think personally, I would put Wildlife and Zarina in there before I would put Cash Out in there. I know the 7 is 6-1, and I know the 6 and the 3 are 12-1 and 21-1. I don't know. I just think they could be there. They were in my pick 4 that went down. The 3 and the 6, I think. I'll tell you right now.
West Coast champion 3-year-old colt and multiple Grade 1 winner with over $5 million in earnings.
The 3 and the 4, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. were the horses I had. Oh no, I'm sorry. 3569 I had in this leg of the pick 4 that went down. So that would be who? 3, 5, 6. Yeah, those. That's exactly what I just said. Yep. Yeah, I like the 3 and the 6 here, with the 9 and the 5.
September, with yearlings commanding prices up to $2.9 million. Warfront, standing at Claiborne Farm. Smiling Tigers Championship sire performance continues. Each of his first 3 crops has produced a Horse of the Year, including California Horse of the Year Spice Perfection and 2019 champion 2-year-old male El Tigre Terrible. 14 six-figure earners, including 7 with single-season earnings surpassing $100,000 in 2019. California's #1 second crop sire in 2018 and now #1 third crop sire.
If I was betting to try, it'd be the 9 on top with the 3, 5, 6 with the 3, 5, 6. If I was betting to try, that's what my ticket would be. 9 on top with the 3, 5, 6 with the 3, 5, 6.
We're coming up on the 10th race from Gulfstream Park in just a few moments. Your heavy favorite to the outside, the number 9 Silver Kitten at 3-2. Louis Saez is aboard. He has 4 wins so far.
Saez has 4 wins. Get your 5th win, big boy. You get that 5th win.
Get that with Silver Kitten. As we look at the field, though, and move our attention towards the inside, the one
Jeff, like, why aren't we just putting like 200 win on every Saez now? Like, you realize the guy won the other day? He's going for his 5th today. Like, what are we doing?
That's because Irad's not there. Irad's the fucking best. But yeah, I'm hoping he's getting the job done today.
I may break the laptop if we get beat by Take Charge Christie. If like it's 9-8 down the stretch and we get nosed by the 40-1, everybody's gonna see the laptop and the webcam getting chucked out the window, and you're gonna see it fall 2 stories and hit the ground, and that'll be the end of the show.
I mean, you're not gonna see me because I'll just hit the eggs button right away.
$12,500 at a bankruptcy sale. I went out to win the Kentucky Derby. Yes, Green Sea happening horse races. Here's Oakland Park, race number 7.
5 exact is paying $10. 5-9's paying 11. Wow, 9-3 paying 70. 9-6 paying 55.
Jesse Waters wants to fuck that Emily chick so bad. Look at him.
Yeah, his wife's not great looking either.
Look at him. She's like talking about working out, and he's like smiling. Look at him.
I think I'm going to bet a $10 exact at 9-3. $10 exact. Just to add a little spice.
Hungry and Scrappy is reserved with 7 links to make up. It's all cash inside of her. 2 back to #winner. Big Luck is the trainer, and Coco Caballo is the leader. Past the half-mile pole, finish line is the 16th pole, and Coco Caballo's a length in front of Shackadelic in second. Lady Mackenzie continues to get a good drafting trip. Outside of her, it's Clay's Moonstone. Between horses, Me Bella. Hungry and Scrappy continues to move up. She's within 2.5 or 3 of the lead. Gold included just inside of her. Then it's Addie, followed by #winner. Top of the stretch. Shackadelic has the lead, but go through from the inside. Shackadelic left the rail open, and Lady
3-6. I'm taking a shot.
Mackenzie has every chance from the inside, trying to squeeze through. Clay's Moonstone.
You know what, Aaron? How dare you? You know how happy I'm going to be if this comes out 9-6? We'll get that $70 exacta 5 times leading in to the fucking Pick 4 finale. What?
Channing Hill just sneaking through along the inside with McKenzie. He was imploring her to go through that narrow opening all the way around the
Hit him again. Jeff, there's a guy at the Meadowlands, right? He's been there. He's been there for about 25 years since I can remember. And as soon as you walk in the track, you hear the guy screaming the same exact thing for 25 years. He got his program rolled up like a whip, and he's hitting the side of his leg. Hit him again. Hit him again. That's all you hear for 25 years in the same corner of the fucking Meadowlands racetrack. That's all you hear.
Those older dudes, they love that shit.
Oh, they love it. They love the track. They should love taking a shower as much as they love the track.
Welcome back to our coverage here on Trackside Live. We now shift from Oaklawn Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas, back to Hallandale Beach, Florida. We're going to take a look at our post break for the upcoming 10th race. Once again, Gabby Gaudet and Kate Bradar, and you were both talking about trainer Cam Gambelotti, his horse Bienville Street.
I want to hate fuck Caitlin Bradar. I just don't like her.
That's right, Todd. Edgar Zayas picks up the mount for Edgar Prado, who is off of his mount today. That is the line at the Bienville Street for Cam Gambelotti. And as I welcome Caitlin back into the conversation, Caitlin, I really do, although she thinks she's a long shot, I really do think that she'll benefit from a little bit of a freshening. She had such a tough campaign last year.
Definitely Bienville Street coming off a little freshening and with a real affinity for the course at Gulfstream. She absolutely loves it. You saw Solar Kitten and Zarina go by. Solar Kitten, by the way, is coming off of a real tough trip back in Kentucky, and I think will benefit getting back on the grass and has a big shot to improve. Rider for the cause went by. Bacchanalia is interesting, riding a 2-race sprint streak. The 4-year-old filly's lightly raced for Chad Brown, who has dominated thoroughbred racing in North America the last 4 years. Wildlife for
We're not the favorite in this race. That sucks.
White D. Eisenhower.
We're not the favorite anymore?
No. Bacchanalia is.
Bacchanalia, yeah, that was the horse I was worried about. So, I mean, they're pretty close, 7-5 and 9-5.
I just want to have fun. Just give me one shot to at least have a will pay opportunity.
I mean, it's a long race. It's a 9-furlong race on the turf.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's long, man.
So it all plays out a full field of 9. You're not going to want to go anywhere.
The nines on the outside. He should have a great opportunity to be 3rd or 4th stalking, and then whatever happens, happens.
Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell. 10 years ago, I founded Western Financial Group with one goal in mind: helping good folks just like you cancel their timeshare contract. And what that means for you and your family: no more mortgage payments, no more maintenance fee surprises, and no more timeshare. So call today. The call Membership kit is free, and I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare contract, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-474-1818. 800-474-1818.
Hey, did you?
Yep, done.
And the?
Of course.
And?
Oh, yeah.
All in one?
Behind the world's most productive people is the world's most comfortable chair, the incredible X Chair, featuring patented dynamic variable lumbar support. X Chair's adjustable seat depth keeps users small to tall, comfortable and supported. Available in breathable mesh, HDR foam, or top-grain leather. Customize comfortable positions for your neck and arms. And X Chair's patented SideFloat Infinite Recline provides the perfect recline for users of almost any size. This is not your grandfather's office chair. X-Chair supports workers everywhere who find themselves now working from home. Call or click to get $100 off the amazing X-Chair, featuring dynamic variable lumbar support. Plus, for a limited time, you can also add X-Wheel blade casters as a free upgrade and free same-day shipping. Just use code WORKFROMHOME. Create the world's most comfortable home office with X-Chair. Call or click to order today and receive a 30-day risk-free trial and $100 off.
Gulfstream.
Here we go.
Silver Kitten getting ready. Sia's looking for 5 on the card, but they're at the post. And they're off. Last in, first out. Silver Kitten does get the first call and uses her quick first gear to get over from that outside draw. Silver Kitten to the top. Away second is Cash Out. Outside third and Take Charge Christie. Tucked in fourth is Solar Kitten, a length and a half in front of Ride for the Cause. Zarina is...
Saez gets out. It's just going to come down to whether or not he can wire the field. Can you wire the field here? Come on, Louie. You wire the guy. He went off the 5 favorite.
Fourth by Ride for the Cause, and Solar Kitten is next toward the rail. A length and a half back to Baki Analia. The white and red colors about 6 lengths off the lead. Down at the inside, Zarina's third last. Second last is Wildlife, and the trailer is Bienville Street. The opening quarter was 24-1 down the back.
Oh, 24-1. They're crawling. 24-1. The 24-1 is what you want to hear when you're trying to wire the field. That's exactly what you want to hear. 48-1 half mile. You push that button, Louie. Let's go, big boy. Come on, Louie. Have something. Have something right now. Hit the button, Lou. Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. Hit that button, Lou. Come on, Lou. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Find the wire. Find the wire. Yeah. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go, Jaybird! Woo! Fifth one for Luis.
Go ahead, Lou.
Beautiful. Now, Jay, don't look at whoop pays until I look at them.
Did the 5 get?
Yes.
Oh, indeed.
Who got second? Oh, I had 9-6. That 6 couldn't get up for second. You mutt.
Slow things down in the middle and kind of outsmart the rivals as to how fast.
All right, Jay, I'm going to have whoop pays for you in just a second.
Oh, yeah.
Picture perfect ride.
It absolutely was. We thought that he would show speed and
that horse led wire to wire.
Wire to wire there. So the unofficial result was the 10th race at Gulfstream.
Yeah, he wired the field, bro. Bro, he slowed the pace down so much. 24 1/4, 48 4.5 mile. That they were crawling.
Yeah, that horse had a ton in the tank in the stretch too. He just fucking
because he put the brakes on big.
Love it. All right.
Bro, I'll be right back. I just got to run to the bathroom.
All right.
For high five. Post time just 24 minutes away.
Oh, man. Come on. Let's do this, boys. All right.
The Fox News alert, President Trump and the White House Coronavirus Task Force now holding their briefing. Let's listen in.
And thank you all for being here.
My administration is taking new action to ensure that America has the medical resources and equipment needed to fight the
Come on, let's get some results here, Gulfstream. What's taking so long?
a brutal pandemic for over 150 countries. We've, as you know,
All right, so if we got some decent prices here in this wool pays. If you guys follow along at home, if the 3 or 4 come in, we're going to make some nice cash here. We're going to make something nice on any of these if we could somehow get them in, but we'll see here. We obviously have a long way to go. We need one more race. It's not easy to win a horse race, but we got 5 horses here in a 11 horse field. So it's not a lock, but we're getting there.
To get the job done. This afternoon, I also signed an executive order investing and very, very strongly investing the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Homeland Security with the full authorities available under the Defense Production Act to respond to the outbreak of the terrible virus, the invisible enemy, as we say. My order also establishes that Peter Navarro, a very trusted person from the White House, and he's done an incredible job for me in terms of negotiation, in terms of understanding where the world is going economically. But my order establishes that Peter will serve as National Defense Production Act Policy Coordinator for the federal government. That's a very important position. More important probably than it's almost ever been in our country. And so I want to congratulate Peter and his family. I know he's going to do a fantastic job. He's been doing that job over the last few weeks. Peter is a PhD in economics from Harvard, has a master in public administration from the Kennedy School, also from Harvard.
All right, bro. Was I right?
He's a tremendous guy.
All right, here. You want to hear our prices?
Was I right? Are they better than normal?
Well, listen to what they are. Okay, if the 2 comes in, we're gonna make.
Okay, go ahead. If the 2 comes in,
386.
Okay.
The 3, 2,079.
I like amends. I think he's live too.
4, 1,600.
Okay.
The 5, 600.
Okay.
And then the 9, 424.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So,
bro,
if
I think we're live on
somehow
the 3.
come in,
I think I told you the 3. I think we're live.
If the 3 comes in, Jay, I'm going to be up like 4,200 in these 2 in 2 tickets.
Oh, you're live on 2 tickets?
Yeah.
Mutt. You fucking mutt. Good for you, bro. I'm happy.
Jay,
give me the 3 of the 4.
Jay, I got one better for you.
What?
On one of them, it was $1 pick 4.
Wow.
Yeah. I might put my book out of business, cuz. Holy shit. I deserve this. I've had so many bad things happen to me. Come on. I deserve this. Give me the 3 or 4 one time.
Man, the 3 or the 4 to add with what happened to me last night on the roulette wheel.
But I want to make. I don't want to make you sick. But let me make you sick for a second. Remember that tracking wagon came in the first leg of the pick 5.
Yeah, that was the race. I hit the $350 on the exact.
Listen, if that would have went different, listen to these prices though. If we would have just included the 2, if we have the 2, 3,500. The 3, 28,000.
Wow.
4, 19,000. The 5, 5,700. The 9, 3,500.
Wow.
Sickening.
Bro, if this 3 comes out, I'm gonna do a fucking Irish jig. You're muted.
I'm gonna be up like 6,000 if these 2 come in.
I'll be glad with the 2. I'll be more than happy.
Honestly, dude, I just want a winner here because I have 2 tickets and one of them's for $1. So anything I would make is doubled plus the one I already have.
Right.
So even the 5 comes in, I'm gonna make 1,200 on one ticket and 600 on the other.
Sure. So what do we have now? 2.
We have 3, 4, 5, 9.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, I would be happy if the 5 comes out. I'll take that 600. I'll be more than happy. Just like what what happens? The 12 wins. Or fucking.
I mean, we don't have the 1. He's an 8 to 1.
8 at 6 G's. Watch. Fuck us good.
I mean, if we lose here, it's just. I mean, it might be time to tag it up. I mean, we have all the good horses that we'd want.
I already lost in the final leg of a pick 4 earlier.
There's one horse that I think I'm gonna bet just myself
to win.
Is the 7. The 7 worries me here.
Oh, Mystic Lancelot. He was in my final leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that just in case.
Yep, he was in there.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a pussy, but I'm gonna be a pussy.
I had 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 in the last leg, but it went down though because I didn't hit the 6 in leg 1. I like the 3. I think Amends is a good horse.
I'll be honest, I like the 4.
Yeah, the 7 makes me nervous though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, can you imagine if the 4 comes out?
I kind of like the 4. I like Mike Maker a lot.
You want to hear what the daily racing form experts had on this last race? One guy picked Mystic Lancelot, which is the 7, right?
Yep.
One guy picked Bless the Kitten. Who's that?
The 4.
One guy picked Amends.
Oh man.
and the other guy picked Unconquered Lee.
Yeah, we have her too as well.
All right, so there you go. So the only horse we don't have is Mystic Lancelot. Corey said this 10 minutes can't get here fast enough. Oh, Bradley hit the trifecta. Nice, bro. I'm glad I can help you out, man. That's awesome. Would that try pay for you? Pay good at least? $2 try got you back about 76. That's not bad.
Oh man, I'm kind of more sick. If I would have hit that first pick, the first race in the pick, like if I would have just had the 2 in there, I mean, I'd be on the hook right now for, I could hit 28,000 in one of these. Like,
yeah.
I'm sick. Listen, this has been the last 2 days. I've had the last race pending for like a nice payout, and I've not hit any of them. But I was singled in both of them. I have 4 or 5 horses in this.
Bro, if the 4 wins this race, bro, I am gonna be so happy.
I want the 3. Give me the 3. I want the highest payout. I want to.
The horse I like has the highest payout.
Yeah, 2,079.
Give me the 3. What are you gonna do when you see Amends comes around the final turn and he's up by 2?
Listen, if the 3 comes in, let me calculate how much I'd be up. I would be up, because if the 3 comes in, I'd be up 2,079 times 2. So I would be up
4,150. 4,160.
Yeah, and then I'd be up 2,000 on the other. So I'd be up like 6,300 if this comes in. Oof, Maron. That'd be the biggest. Yeah. Listen, when I had Storm the Court, I bet Storm the Court for $100. That was the biggest hit I've ever had at 45-1.
Oh wow, 4,500.
Yeah,
I hit a $10,000 Kentucky Derby trifecta like a decade ago. It was a really long time ago. That was the most I've ever won on a.
I mean, not for nothing. I just want to hit here because I want to be set up for tomorrow, where I know Florida Derby Day.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be 600 deep in that rainbow trying to get that $5 million pot.
Man.
You know what we should do, Jeff? If we hit it for if the 3 wins this race, bro, we should put $1,000 each and make like a $2,000 Rainbow Six ticket, and just hope it's bombs away, bro.
Oh, if the 3 comes in here, I'm rolling with that. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Just one time. Just one time. Let me make 2,100 on a horse race. I mean, it's happened to me before, but it seems like it's been a while. I hit that $900 pick 5 at Santa Anita last weekend. This would be a nice way to start the weekend, boys. This would be a nice way to start the weekend.
Horseman here is the case of second generation horseman in Ben Perkins Jr., who will be sending out the 9 Unconquered League with Luis Saez aboard. We're going to have time to dive into
Saez at 3-1. That 9 probably wins this fucking race. And we collect 424.
Thank you very much. They are circling around just in front of the starting gate, kind of making their way behind the gate at this stage. Scott, we had a chance to look.
What other numbers can we? Any other nice payouts? The 5 pays 600. We'll take that.
This is a team that wins so many races there at Oaklawn Park of the entire winter into the spring season. Very loyal, and the entire operation just seems to fit just right. Diodoro hits at a high percentage.
Kev, we're alive in a pick 4. If the 3 wins, we'll win 2,100. If the 4 wins, we'll win 1,600. If the 5 wins, we'll hit 600. If the 2 wins, we'll get back about 400. And if the 9 wins, we'll pick up 425. We're 5 deep on this pick 4.
They have 3 daughters, a granddaughter, and they own the largest men's wellness chain in America called Low T Centers, and they've got 47 locations in 11 states. And Christina, they wanted to get involved because he built a house there in Hot Springs about 4 years ago, and he said, my goal is to be leading owner at Oakland Park, and they have quickly achieved that goal and continue to each and every season.
Big supporters of the racing there in Hot Springs. Good luck to them and all of the competitors here in race number 8 at Oakland Park. Still 2 more left to go as they finish out this Friday of racing. Let's go to Vic Stoffer for the live call.
Rob. Sarah C. and Liz's Cable Girls show speed. Sunny Dale is between horses, and there goes Sunny Dale to take over the front. Then comes Unique Factor and Wholehearted with George's Reward and AP Princess, and the trailer is obsolete, and the leader is Sunny Dale. Sunny Dale past the half-mile pole has built up a 2.5-length lead on Liz's Cable Girl in second. Sarah C. gallops third, and she's about 4th from the front. Wholehearted has 5 lengths to make up. She's gone down to the rail. Then comes Unique Factor, another 3 back to George's Reward, AP Princess, and obsolete. They round the far turn. Sunny Dale trying to make it 3 in a row. Sunny Dale to the quarter pole. She leads by a length and a half from now a hard-ridden Liz's Cable Girl. Here comes Wholehearted moving nicely at the rail. And Wholehearted has moved up into second. Meanwhile, Unique Factor is in with a chance as well. Sunny Dale still the leader. Sunny Dale 2 lengths in front. Wholehearted and Unique Factor are second and third. Sunny Dale leads. It's still a 2-length lead. Unique Factor and Wholehearted are second and third, but Sunny Dale is clear. Unique Factor might get second. Sunny Dale in front. Second 3-time winner at the meet. Sunny Dale won by a length and a quarter. Unique Factor was second. Wholehearted third. AP Princess finished 4th.
Saw those Greenfields facing all the way down the length of the stretch, but could not quite get to Sunny Dale, the 5, who was your winner at 7-5 in here. This is a daughter of Medalladoro, who you can find at Darley. She is now 3 for 3 this season at Oakland Park. Congratulations to the connection as she continues that good run. That's also her third victory in start. 5-11 as far as the stats go, just a few moments. Gabby, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Christina. We're coming up on the 11th and final race on this Friday afternoon at Gulfstream Park. The conditions of this race: the first level allowance on the turf course at 1 mile and 1/8, and the post parade starts off with the number 1 beat catcher. Amicia Jaramillo actually picks up the mount for Edgar
Another
Carlos.
1 1/8 on the turf we got to get through, Jeff. Jesus Christ. They can't give me a 6 furlong sprint on the dirt at the end of the day.
He's 2 wins away from getting to 2,000. I'm sure you knew him.
We'll see, man. We got to be lucky here.
Yeah, first win was back at 1991 at Belmont Park. Him and I worked together in Newmarket. We were assistant trainers together, and he was one of the reasons I actually ended up here in the United States, lived with him for a month back in that winter of 1992. He's become a very successful trainer, $127 million in purses. The 5 Oscar Bodie, 6-1 with Tyler Gaffleone. 1 start, 1 win. It was at the maiden 75 level. Now takes winners on for the first time. Here's your 6 Montana Man, 40-1. The blinkers go on today. That's a piece of equipment. You can see a lot of horses wear them, including the 7 Mystic Lancelot, who's got those blinkers on. It's a headpiece with the 2 plastic cups around the horse's eye. It prevents them looking behind them and keeps their tunnel vision looking down the center of the track. Because horses have, believe it or not, 350-degree vision. They see a lot of things peripherally, and they don't want to be spooked or get distracted from their running. So a lot of trainers elect to wear blinkers. There is the 11th, Famed to Famous, coming out next. And in the 9, they're just taking a turn here. Is that a little
Trey, we bet 50-cent pick 4s, buddy. That's what we bet. Like tomorrow, Jeff and I will have a couple pick 4 and pick 5s for 50 cents. And then the Rainbow 6 is a 20-cent ticket. So you could really stack horses.
All the stable colors were purple. They were a top outfit in the day. And Benny was with his father Ben in the 60s and 70s, then took that time out.
Man, if the 3 or the 4 win this race somehow,
but they frequently stabled side by side.
tomorrow's going to be fun.
I think with a little bit of early speed as well.
That'll be a good show tomorrow.
The 7, Mystic Lancelot, with Amicio Jaramillo picking up the mount for Todd Pletcher. Warming up a little bit.
Gufo, money coming in hot and heavy on Gufo, who is the 2 horse, which would pay us the least amount of money, actually. 386.
You're absolutely right, Caton. Getting a good warm-up in before this finale, and we're going to get a break in before this finale. Stay tuned.
For us handicappers, there's only ever been one way to play.
The rainbow does add up fast. Amen. Because it's six races. But I got to take a shot at it. $5 million pool. I'll probably, no matter what happens on this race, I'll probably bet like a $500 rainbow. Pick 6. Take a shot. If we cash the 3 or the 4, then I'll throw $1,000 on it, and then still bet the other pick 4s, pick 5s.
Run happy, standing at Clyburn Farm. This proven son of Giants Causeway has sired 4
We want to see the 3, 4, and the 5 battling it out halfway down the stretch. That's what we want to see.
They're like 8 furlongs ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Val Harbor, runner-up in the Grade 1 Woodward Stakes. His 2-year-olds have brought prices up to $300.
Oh yeah, I agree, Aaron. 100%. If we hit the 3 or the 4, I will go $1,000 in on it each with Jeff, and we'll just try to hit a fucking $2,000 ticket. Because it's gonna pay real. I think it's gonna pay really, really good. No matter what wins.
Jay, we're about to be really happy, decently happy, or really pissed off.
Florida Derby Day, 14 races on tap for an exciting afternoon.
You know what I like to see though, Jeff? The 7's not getting bet.
A very good race too. I thought
Yeah.
For several individuals in here, and do take note, we've had some rider changes throughout the afternoon.
I mean, honestly, how do you go against Saez at this point?
In here, and Amicio Jaramillo will be aboard the 7 Mystic Lancelot. So we talked to Caton a little bit about the 9 Unconquered Lee and her relationship with Benny Perkins Jr. and Benny Perkins Sr., the father of the trainer.
This has been the longest 20 minutes in my life.
What do you think of this race that was Unconquered Lee? I know it's your sentimental pick, but who was your top pick here?
Well, I did think Unconquered Lee had a really big shot. Now, we don't see that many horses that get away easily on the lead, going distances of ground on the turf, and this is a 1 1/8 miles, which is the longest grass race that we've seen all day. There are different lanes on the turf course that enable the track to use certain portions of the course and rest and allow the grass to recover on other portions of the course. So in this case, they're running on a lane where the rail is at 36 feet. It's considered the inner portion of the turf course. And I've seen speed carry pretty effectively on this particular lane. And with that in mind, I thought that Unconquered Lee had a big shot, but I also thought that for Bodie could make things difficult, as that colt in his only start went right to the front and looked as if he really enjoyed that forward type of style. So if the 2 horses team up on the front end, then that makes it hard for either one of them to be able to sustain their bid. And if that happens, it really sets up nicely for the 2, Gufo, who is racing for Christophe Clement and who is coming off of a maiden breaking performance, first win back on December 29th with a little bit of time in between races. I thought this was a pretty talented colt and probably the best shot to upset. So the 2 and the 9 are kind of my top picks in here, though the public going toward the 2, Gufo as the better of the 2.
Well, Simon, as I bring you in quickly, want to get your final thoughts on this upcoming 11th race. Gufo, as Peyton was mentioning, I mean, this is a horse we haven't seen since December, but you have to like the fact that Joel Rosario is back aboard this horse. Joel Rosario, known as a rider that does very well with horses that close from off of the pace. What do you think of this favorite?
Oh, look, I hate to pick the favorite here as far as going with everybody else, but that's the horse I like this morning. Rosario's been aboard. He knows him. He was aboard in the debut, and that was a good race. 3 of those next out winners came out of that race. 3, the 3rd, the 8th, and the 9th place horse out of that debut all came back to win. So Gufo, I think the layoff is not a concern with Christophe Clement. He's so good in that category, bringing horses off the layoff, and I think Gufo is the one to beat here. It's just taken another hit there at the windows there from 2-1 now down to 9-5. Looks like we have a couple left to load. Ask for Bodie towards the middle. That's a horse you'll be looking to see on the front end in the early stages here, who showed a lot of speed in going gate to wire fashion last time out. It is a step up in class, and sometimes has his customer in their second start. You see the 5 just a little reluctant to load. He knows what's coming now. He's had 1 start, and he knows what's ahead of him. It's like a child going to school for the second day, and they know what to anticipate, and they have a little intrepidation. All right, we're set for a start here. Pete Aiello, it's the call. Race 11 from Gulfstream tonight.
Here we go.
I'll be
Runners away. It was Montana Man who was crowding a touch of him at the start of the race. Inside horses a little bit in tight. Good start down the outside for Mystic Lancelot, who's headed off for the early lead. Now here's Montana Man tugging it up to challenge from second. Unconquered Lee is an early third. In between horses, Asper Bodie is a joint fourth. Down at his inside is Beat Catcher. Out wide on the course goes Kid Mercury with Bless the Kitten. White and red colors down toward the rail. Amends is next, and out wide of him is Off the Meds. Then it's a length and a half, second last on the outside, and Fame to Famous. And the early trailer is Gufo. Around the first turn they go. It's a cattywampus Montana Man who's now front and center and a length and a half in front. Back to second is Mystic Lancelot, working 2 ahead of Unconquered Lee, who's a chilly third. Bee Catcher at the inside is now fourth, followed between horses by Asper Bodie. Out 3 wide on the outside goes Kid Mercury. Then saving ground and trying to secure the rail, in fact, is Bless the Kitten. Paco squeezing through there, and he's up into fourth. Gufo followed him, and he moved up a couple of spots as Amends is in the 2-path. Getting shuffled to last is Fame to Famous. Half a mile from the finish. The opening half mile was 47-3. A pretty lively pace for the distance as they swing to the far turn. Montana Man leads narrowly. Mystic Lancelot on the outside is second. Unconquered Lee is now third. After a mid-race move, Bless the Kitten hunts racing room from fourth. Then back to Bee Catcher. Gufo is down at the inside. He'll also need to find a way out as Paco's working into the clear with Bless the Kitten and at the top of the stretch. Mystic Lancelot comes away with the lead. To the attack is Unconquered Lee. Loose and charging Gufo. Gufo navigated traffic nicely, and he's on a move now. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Unconquered Lee in front. Gufo lunging at him on the outside. Unconquered Lee and Gufo. Here's Gufo for 2,000 for the Clement stable. Second, Unconquered Lee. Third was Mystic Lancelot in 147.
Always the worst fucking payout possible.
I mean, that's no surprise, right?
Like at the top of the stretch that the 9 Unconquered Lee was going to give Louis.
And that 4 looked really good for like decent parts of that race.
Yeah.
Not today, Simon. What a performance that we just saw from Gufo. And Pete Aiello saying that he got Christophe Clement getting his 2,000th win here.
And win number 1 came all the way back.
What time you going on tonight, Jay?
1891.
I'm gonna say 8:30. You wanna meet me at 8:30?
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right, brother. All right, we'll call it a day, boys. Anybody that wants to come and hang out later on tonight, Jeff, me, Spread, maybe Tyler, will be on about 8:30. If they have Los Alamitos, I'll be betting races throughout the night. So anybody that wants to join, if you guys don't want to hang out tonight, tomorrow we'll be back here 1 o'clock. Looking to make a killing with that Rainbow 6 at Gulfstream. So until then, we will see you guys tomorrow. Later.
Nearly upon us, just about post time here for this group of